voice is sounding very good. Yes. Excuse me now. Anyway, hello. Welcome back.
Oh, did it work?
No, we're recording.
Oh, we're recording.
Yay.
Anyway. Where were we? Oh, yeah, I got the cool potion.
Yeah, so you got the potion, you got the diamonds.
Everybody else get cool potions. I want one.
You get the potion of
I
stop.
could be rich.
Potion of sucking.
I could get...
That's lame.
I could have 5,000 gold if I sold these diamonds.
Do it.
Or you could cash Revivify.
Or I sell them and then buy an equal
Wait,
amount
why do you
in
have
300
diamonds?
GP diamonds. Because that's what I need for Revivify.
Ah, there you go.
There's...
Power. You
Stomps.
can actually use this for Revivify right now, though.
I know, but it's just
a little over.
It's a waste of money.
Hey, look, a dead frog.
For
Well, there goes all my money.
For the 3,000 gold I could get from the 3 diamonds worth 1,000, I could buy 10 diamonds.
Speaking of which,
worth of
is
300.
Nugs dead?
Who's knows?
The chicken.
Nugs and the wolves are currently being maintained by they're moved over to, what was your dude's name?
Animal control.
Gar. Oh crap! There's 2 Gars in this world. Anyway,
My Gar came first. Why are there 2 Gars in this world?
because Gar Greenbeard's a pirate.
And also Gar was a name in the for elf children.
Gar is
Like,
currently
hey, that sounds like a fun name.
maintaining horses as well as like 4 wolves and also a chicken.
Spriggan's little zoo.
Zombie chicken.
That he's not
It's
there to
better
take
too.
care of anymore.
Spriggan is playing Zoo Tycoon. You don't have to be there. You just leave it on
I
and walk
remember
away.
Zoo Tycoon. That was such an
Oh,
interesting day.
I remember the dinosaur expansion to that.
I only had one version. I
Anyway.
think I like the Game Boy or the DS version.
Oh,
Ew.
oh wow.
Ew.
Yeah.
So
I did play
anyway.
the computer version at your house once.
Yes,
though.
you did.
So
That's why I got the Game Boy version.
you find the stuff in the tower.
Yes.
It's like, oh wow, this
Now
is
what?
what steak tastes like. I'm gonna buy
There's
some beef
nothing else in
jerky
the
now.
tower of note.
Not on this floor.
Is there another floor?
Yes.
One more floor? Wow.
At least one more.
Alrighty, I'm
You're
gonna
currently about like
stealth along.
30 feet up.
I'm gonna use guidance because that was kind of sad. That is a 9 stealth up to the next floor.
Your stealth is
The,
getting younger
the
and
atmosphere
younger.
makes it so hard for me to breathe, which
You're
affects
an
my stealth.
embarrassment to everyone that can stealth.
Sue's just here like.
Alright, here, I'll roll for
Maybe
Sue.
I
I'll
should
roll
do
for
that.
Sue. Watch this be amazing. You want to know what I just rolled?
Natural 1 or natural 20?
Nat 20.
Okay.
So Sue has a nat 20 to stealth,
So,
if she wants it.
7.
I can die happy
You
now.
have a bit of a coughing fit on the way up, and you feel a slight push on your shoulder. As you look up, you see that Sue's kind of just climbed over you on the way up, just like slid her way through.
Thank you.
She's going to make a perception check. No, sorry, that's a
Oh my
yeah,
god.
perception check first to see around the room, which is
I called it.
7 to look around the room. It is.
Oh, it's a room.
It's a room.
Is it also really dark in here?
Not as dark in this room.
Got
She's going to make a trap check,
Cool.
which is a total 19. Search
Hey.
around. No traps on this level.
Cool.
So she calls that down
Or
as
they're
you finish
very
your
well
coughing fit,
hidden.
That you know
and you head back up.
Cool.
Or all the traps are placed in the ethereal plane, but they still trigger in the material world.
They trigger in the material world. They activate in the ethereal plane. So you just hear a. What was that? Oh, my soul's rooted to the spot. Oh, my soul's in a bear trap. I'm fine.
Soul's in a bear trap.
Or like a moment's like, I'm just going to cast myself free of this world. Oh my gosh, there's all these needles! Anyway.
Okay. Well, I'd like to look around the room and see what there is to see.
Alright, roll investigation.
Oof, I need guidance. Guidance is amazing. That is an 8.
8. This room has 4 walls. Interesting.
What?
Wow, that guidance though.
Sue looks at you like, it's a round room. It's like
How many
it's
corners?
one continuous wall.
It's just it
the
keeps
corners.
going around.
Could you see if there are any traps in the corners of this room?
You know what?
Sure.
I'll do that. And she just kind of walks and
Makes
just
you
face
feel
plants into a
better.
wall and just like keeps. Nope, there's nothing in this corner.
you send the computer to...
Stop walking over all of the mines, seriously.
There appears to be nothing
Pathfinder
really of
maps.
note in this room. I'm going
It's like
to
a nice little hope like everybody just
The
walks
thing.
into mines. Have better pathfinding.
Oh.
Oh.
Ew.
I'd like to immediately leave the room.
Okay.
Oh! Yeah, you're probably gonna want
That's
to go now.
obscene. Okay. You hear
Maybe-
muffled cries from from right above you.
There's another level?
There's another. It's a 65 to 45
Oh, okay.
foot
It's a
tower.
tall one. It's a tall one.
You missed that part. There's a it's got a slant to it, so there's
Got
like a
it.
half floor.
It's really
Got
weird.
it.
And you hear a.
Nah.
This place
It's
is
just a
weird.
ghost.
I guess
Here, but let's
I'm
pay
gonna
those.
get up there, but I'm gonna stealth again, cause
Are you though?
yeah.
Do
no.
you?
7. I rolled a 7.
You tung 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 a ladder. What's up here? And you see there's there is a young man.
Yes.
What color is he?
He's blue. He's missing body. No.
What?
He's blue.
You
He's
found
missing a
a
kidney. He's bleeding
mirror.
out.
He appears to be a half elf.
Interesting.
He's got sort of like a
Nah.
bit of a golden tan to him.
Inbreds.
And he
It's very much the opposite of
is
what happened.
handcuffed to a bar that's in one of the there's like bar windows in this area. So there's wider windows, but they have bars in them, so it provides a bit more cover than just an open window. Also prevents people from falling out. And he has a
Ooh,
gag
that's
over his mouth.
That's a specific thing to say.
Before I move over to him, I'd like to investigate the room.
Okay.
Just to see if there's
Are
anything.
you, though?
Just ignore the guy.
To see
Are
if
you?
there's anything
You're like-
particularly suspicious.
Okay.
Meh.
No, I'm just gonna stare at the guy. Okay.
The room is not trapped. The guy
That
is.
He's a mimic!
That is also a 7.
A 7.
I guess I could use guidance.
Oh, it's a
for that.
gelatinous
I should
cube
pull
that
this one.
had an illusion
Yeah,
spell
7 to
cast
see
on
if
it.
there's anything perfectly off.
So you go to
about
help
this
and you
room.
just get trapped in it.
This room is you. No, it's room seems, I mean, old, musty, perfect place for a serial killer to hide
It's
out.
like a stupid room. What's even the point? There's no gold anyway.
Yeah.
You said he was.
Well, he's got a golden
He
tan.
was like handcuffed.
He was handcuffed, and the chain
Look at
is
his
kind
face.
of between
I love how you
the
go
wall,
and then just
or
looked at
between
me.
the bar and the window.
So is he facing the window outward?
Yeah, he's kind of like looking around, and he apparently heard you not being stealthy earlier.
Ha! Shocking.
Why
Yeah.
is Sue so large in the character art?
Yeah, she's got a big head.
She is large.
She is the first character I did, and she was freehand, and most of the characters were traced.
How tall is 7?
He's tall. He's probably taller than Sue, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Get two
He's furthest in the
So
back.
if you think, but if you look perspective-wise, that just means Torin has a really small head.
Yeah, the perspective is really weird.
She has a really big head for all of the alcohol. Alcohol goes straight to the head, right?
Not how that
You
works.
should scale
You
her.
go to her stomach.
Anyways,
Mind if you turn him upside down?
No.
Stravin's going to go over to this guy and remove the gag.
Okay.
Cursing at you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. I've been. I don't know. What day is it?
Found Tom Holland.
Would Savin know the day?
Does
Sure.
he? Does he?
He doesn't. He doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't keep track.
Look, under the sea, it's all
You don't
whatever.
really
All the
think
same.
about it.
Under the
It's
sea.
all dark.
Under the sea.
Did anyone? I'm assuming people followed me here.
Sure.
Everyone's
Sue-
just slowly coming up behind
it's weird
you.
because either I'm going by myself or we're all moving as a group.
Sue,
So I don't wanna
Cestus,
dictate
and Brawley head on up.
Nikki's like,
Sure.
nah.
Right, like my wolves every once in a while. Make sure they don't, kill
Um,
themselves.
I don't know what day it is. Who are you?
My name's Davin. I've been stuck here for a while.
Is he telling the truth? I want to figure out if he's telling the truth. 'Cause Savin
I
is
mean,
suspicious.
make an insight check.
What was it, Micah? What was it?
Does it matter if I use guidance in with a nat 1. Does that
Nope.
change
No.
anything?
No.
No. Yeah, this, I mean,
He seems to be telling the truth. Like,
Why
You
would
know,
he
why
lie
would
to
he
you?
lie?
why would he lie to you? And what's he doing in this tower all alone? He must be lying. Or I'm thinking way too hard about this, frankly. Oh, he's telling the truth. No, he must be lying. He must be lying, so he's telling the truth. What was he thinking about again? Right, Davin, anyway.
Well, what are you doing up here? How'd you get here?
Where am I?
You're in a tower.
I got that far!
I mean, I'm assuming I know roughly where we are.
Roughly.
I'll tell him we're roughly where we are.
We are roughly where we are.
Okay.
You are in hell, sir.
I'll be your
I could
torturer
convince
this
him of that
evening.
too. I have a really high deception.
I went down from the south gate of Town. I was heading down a trail. I heard there was something about a temple down to the south, and I wanted to explore. You know, it seemed a bit safer, and I got hit on the head, and
Oops.
now I'm here.
You entered an
I'd
area
like
that
to
was
ask
too high
Sue
level for
to
you.
help free him.
Okay, Sue.
If Sue trusts him, that's
No!
another thing. Does Sue trust him?
She will make an insight check, I guess. Insight is.
You could be a creep. You don't know.
You could be a creep.
I'm not. When was the last time I was creepy?
Something about this guy feels a little weird to her.
I don't
but-
want to touch it. Okay.
So this is like,
No. Make Nikki do it.
sure. Nikki, can you just keep an eye, just in case, you know, anything happens.
Just locate his thumbs and just slip them out.
She's going to make her thieves tools check.
No,
Wow,
just
that was
locate his
bad,
thumbs.
but it's fine. It wasn't a hard
So
loss.
it's more like Nikki.
She rolled a
Locate his
10,
thumbs.
which was what she
Nikki's just
needed
like-
to roll to.
Yeah.
You don't need these.
She unlocks it.
You don't need any of this. Hands? Who needs hands?
Thanks, miss.
You. Thanks, Ms.
I should probably go home.
Where is home? Ooh, ask him where he comes from.
You're from Tyrantown, yes?
Well, I mean, I don't live there. I've lived there recently since the storms and the shipwrecks, but I was thinking before I left, just take a little bit of time to see some of the sights that I could, you know, at least tell people I saw something interesting while I was stuck on this godforsaken island.
Gregory.
True.
No, it's Gregory.
God's forsaken.
No, only one godforsaken. Tied stuck here.
That's true.
Everyone else was like, they're fine.
Let them be.
Well, I guess
Let them fight.
I'm gonna warn him about the traps that we saw on the bottom floor.
By the way,
Oh!
there's traps.
There's one right below the staircase.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
It's not that hard to avoid.
She throw him out the window.
Oh,
It's
yes.
the easiest,
Do it.
easiest and safest
Do
way
it.
out.
Do it.
Seven's not gonna do that. He's a clerk now.
Sounds boring.
Just chalk it up to clerical error.
That wasn't that funny.
Okay. Yeah. Oh wait. He pats his pockets real quick. He's like,
Just cast guidance on him. He'll be fine.
Excuse me, I seem to
Well.
have lost my everything.
Excuse me, I seem to have lost my soul.
Did you guys find like a journal around here?
Oh. Oh.
Journal.
Can you describe what it might look like?
It's a leather-bound book. There's a family cipher that my family would write in. It's just kind of what I kept daily notes in of journeys or anything interesting I found. Yeah, I probably stole it or I lost it when I was being dragged over here.
Does Seven actually know about this?
There is a book matching that description. It was from a language you couldn't read that you picked up
Oh, in this tower.
in this tower.
Oh, I guess I'll show it to him and ask if that was.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I don't have it.
Well,
Never heard of
there
it.
you go, I guess.
Oh, thank you.
Books? What are those?
Out of curiosity, what language is it
A
in?
boot?
I couldn't read.
Oh, it's a family
You
cipher.
put consonants at the end
So
of
some people are what's known as like a linguist. They learn a lot of languages, and they can write their own type of shorthand cipher.
I also have those pages. Were they from a different
Only
tower?
have eyes of
The pages were from this tower as well.
Understand.
Yeah.
They're written in
I don't care
a
if it's in
similar
code. I
written
understand
language.
all writing.
Well,
But
I guess I'll show those to him as well. Ask him if he recognizes.
Read
If that's-
this.
because to me it looks similar.
That'd be cool.
Sure.
Between the
He's
lines to
like,
understand what
I
the
don't give them to
author's
him, I
trying
just
to
show
convey.
What they mean.
He's
Like,
just
hold on, I
well,
need to
let me
borrow-
take a look
need
real
to
quick.
read
He
top
flips
tapes.
through the book.
Fair enough.
Oh, there's a couple of torn out pages here.
That's what that means.
It's a little dark to read at the moment.
I don't have anything to light. I mean, unless I
It's
have like
just
a
writing
candle or
hell
something
fan
in my
fiction.
house that I could light.
What pack do you have?
I have an explorer's pack and a dungeoneer's pack.
There's torches in there.
Okay,
So.
well, I'll light one for light if you can.
Burn him.
Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah. These were torn out of my book. I don't know why. Maybe he's trying to crack them. Maybe they look more important than they are.
Heath, do you know?
This is what
Do
I
you know
ate
who
today.
this person was?
I'm saying
Oatmeal.
he. I don't really know. It's whoever hit me on the head and brought me over here.
How you
Well,
doing? He
Kind of hope it was
Maybe it was a they.
could have been a warforged.
Kind of hope it was just one person,
Could've been
not
a
a
robot.
series of psychopaths around here.
Yes.
I don't know.
Have you
Should've
let me
been
give you a
Here you go.
hug?
Well, thank you.
Just watch out for the traps on your way out.
Right.
And Ben rolls badly. Man dies.
We go back down the stairs and we see his dead body.
I told you to watch
like,
out.
I could revivify him.
could, but won't. It's
So you see
cost
him. He
effective.
climbs down the ladder. Make sure to hop out from the area and
Immediately dies.
bolt out.
Yeah.
Make an insight check real quick.
Yeah. 10.
10. Okay. Yeah. So from what you know of this area, only other person around here, you know, Anton's fortress is probably around here.
Mm-hmm.
You met Julian over here. Wait,
Julie. That was the other group.
they met Julian. Never mind. Okay,
Those are
sorry.
the
Hiding
Indian
in the
habits.
I'm
tower.
trying to give you a list of people you know who were in the area.
Sure.
Anton.
Orcs were in the
Probably
area.
hiding in the wizard's
Anton was in the
tower.
area.
Orcs were in
Has
there
guards
a
and
while
everything,
ago.
you just walk amongst
That's
the
all you know. So, as far as anyone who may have done this,
Safer.
Anton, maybe rogue orcs,
They have
Yeah.
food.
probably Anton. Yeah. All
That's
right.
what I would do if I was Anton.
I'm kind of happy the diamonds weren't his, or at least he didn't say they were his.
Actually, I would go back and hide
Did
in
I?
the
Did you
priory.
have 7,000 or 3,000? How much was it?
7
Five-
diamonds.
Seven diamonds. Anyway.
Yes.
Oh, those are mine too. Hey, did you find a potion of diminution? That was mine too. Hey, did you find, like, I don't know, a really hot chick who's totally my girlfriend? That's mine. No, you didn't. Dang it!
Not today.
Well, is there anything else of note in the room other than this man,
Manacles.
manacles,
There is one more
You can use those later.
flight of stairs?
ladder. And it's on the opposite side. Most so far it's been one ladder going all the way up. And this
But
is all the way
seven.
down.
I'm not even in the
Just
stealth
slip
this
out,
time.
he's
I'm just
slipping
gonna
in
go
the
off.
Okay, you head up there. There are some crumpled papers on the ground, and this seems to have this tower has a telescope in it.
There's some people
Well,
down.
I'd like to
Sell
try
those
to
things are
see what's
expensive.
on the papers, if I can read it,
Okay.
which is Primordial Celestial and Common.
Okay. A lot of the papers have
paper.
scribbled
What's stuff on it?
notes that have been discarded. Some have been seem to be burned. There seems to be maybe a bit of a campfire in this area. Yeah, what seems odd about this area, this is the slanted part of the tower. There is a telescope set up in one direction, but if this would be used as a watchtower, it would make sense for you to have a 360 view, and this
Yeah.
exclusively faces one way.
That's interesting. Well,
One of the pages is
No.
relatively undamaged.
can I read it?
You cannot.
I cannot.
Not
Well,
even.
does it look like the other
ironically,
text
just
from?
no.
Roll insight check.
Just
Roll it, yeah.
That's a 12.
Roll a yeah check.
14.
12, 14. Hang on, I need to.
I rolled a totally.
If I really wanted guidance, I
I
could
rolled
roll
a maybe.
I need to look up
The next one is
how
sure.
how lingo speak works. Because there is a way to break it.
So it is the same.
should have asked him what it was all about. I didn't think about
Family recipes, obviously.
Probably.
What'd you
How
roll?
to prepare a human body.
14?
Probably like one of those tour
it seems to be the same
journalist
language.
people who goes on vacation
But you can't
and
read it.
writes
Keep
about
it.
it.
Interesting.
This seems to be like a half page that's been torn out.
He's also a spy.
Well, if that's all there is, and then the telescope, I'd like to look through the telescope real quick. Just to...
Okay. It is trained on several miles away.
How big is the telescope?
Hmm?
How big is the telescope?
It's not like an astronomy telescope.
Telemoscope.
But this is a nice telescope. It's not like a ship-to-ship thing.
You should sell it.
If I can grab
Because
it.
a regular spyglass is worth, what, 1,000 gold pieces?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know.
It faces a
It's
little to the north
Stupid expensive.
and west.
Yes.
And it can easily be trained on the eastern or on the southern gate of Tyrantown.
That's just creepy.
Interesting.
Told you, he's deep in town.
Why would he time stuff up though?
Which is
Into
about
it.
somewhere between like 11 miles away.
Some people are like that, Sam.
You can't quite make out like specific details,
Though I can tell.
but you can tell like, okay, there are people entering or leaving the town.
Wasn't
You
even
can't tell
there.
identities from this distance, but you could like keep an eye on movement.
And it can't be moved at all. Like it's specifically.
You can move. Moving.
But it's clearly set for that specific.
Yeah. Moving around, or you also get a view of the Wizard's Tower Museum and a guard watchtower between Tyrantown and.
See so far.
Yeah.
We'll have to
It's a
remember
good
this.
telescope.
I'm going to leave the telescope.
Why?
Would you like Sue to take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell Sustus to carry it.
Those things are expensive. You get good money for that.
You could use that for later. Maybe not you. Someone could use that for later. Not me.
Yeah,
But
Sue's
someone.
like,
First rule of venturing.
I mean,
take
if
everything
Sue
that's
wants
not
it
nailed
and
down.
makes it clear,
Seriously, though.
Savin isn't thinking about taking it.
Sue's looking at a telescope.
Haven's not
Well,
Well,
you can't
But
attach it to
Savin
her-
has the
her
bag
bow.
of holding.
Or her eye.
Savin, why don't you hold on to that for
Your
me
bag of holding is
for a
gross.
while?
It's fine.
No, it's nasty.
It smells like the sea.
Oh,
Well, hey,
just
the-
smells like dead seaweed.
The
Rotten
shark skin
fish.
was used to make the shark skin suits for you guys. So, it's no longer raw shark skin in there.
There it is.
Please don't
extra-
put it in there.
It's in an extra
nasty.
dimension.
Sue just asked me to do it, so I put it in there. Or not directly. She told me to hold on to it.
Yeah, pick
Hold
it
on
up
to
and
that for me.
carry it.
So I'm sticking that in the bag of holding.
Carry my stuff, will you?
Alright.
It's in the bag of holding.
Larger
Just
than
a
telescope.
packing mule.
I want to have a character whose bag of holding is just filled with various liquids that he's just poured into it.
And if that's
So
it, then
he just
I'm
gets his
gonna,
hand wet
I
with
guess
whatever
we
he
leave
needs.
the tower, make sure that guy didn't kill himself on a
It's
trap
like
on
a
the
drink.
way out. And
Who
then
knows what's in here?
Start heading to meet the other guys
Just
as they
think
head
of
to the
something.
final tower.
Okay. Alright, so, final tower.
Stick some
Team
in.
Money and,
Hey.
Team Money and Howling Commandos.
What was that? You freaking blew up a tower on us. Bloody idiots.
Right.
Fine.
So do we see this right as we walk out of the tower? Or is this something we hear as we're leaving?
As you guys are walking out, you see just sort of like an acid and a tower. And there's Torrance Tower in the distance.
Bloody idiots. What was
We'll
that?
start walking over
Are you okay
at a
in there?
faster pace because I am the cleric. Or a cleric. Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome.
Everything's not awesome.
What did you find in that chest again?
I'll never tell.
It's about 4 miles to their tower.
Okay.
For player knowledge, it
walking
was
that way.
some amount of gold, which I honestly do not remember because I
That's
just
right.
immediately added it to my inventory. And a potion of fire breathing.
That's right, the fire breathing is what it was. Okay.
Well, I guess we don't have another.
We gotta use the
Any more
shrinking
tower
potion and
to
the
look-
fire breathing potion
Oh
together.
my gosh. Do we have another tower?
Shrink breathing potion.
And spin your direction.
Alright, can you get to our tower safely?
Well,
Yeah,
where was
yeah.
it? You guys pulled me back into the
Oh, that's
tower.
right. Everyone is safe now.
So now you'd be heading back.
Francis is not dead.
Dang it!
Alright, dismount the tower.
Dismount. Shrink.
What?
Dismount or die.
How many more towers do we have left?
Just the one, isn't it?
Yes.
Just the one.
Just gonna use my armor shadows now to get that out of the way.
Okay. You
Can't
see
make armor.
the
It's just spell slot.
group of you got the group of the blue man group
Okay.
heading
Yeah,
down
my
towards
AC
you
class
guys.
is different. Kelton, do you want to spend a minute and judge me?
That's fine.
Current AC is
Silently
different.
judge you. Just you're like, you're
His
getting
armor
harder
class
to
isn't
hit.
the same anymore.
Wait a minute, something's different about this man.
He has shadow demon armor. Is that new?
So,
Did you get a haircut?
so they're heading towards us, not the tower?
You're about a mile away
kind
from
of
that
like-
tower.
To intercept
They're like
you guys.
4 miles from the tower.
To
Okay.
intercept you guys as you were heading
Oh,
for it.
okay. So we're gonna head to the tower.
dash at the same time.
You guys get to the
It's a
tower
race.
first. If you would like to wait up for the other group.
We'll wait.
Okay. You wait a while. You have a nice little.
I
little
catch
break.
you guys up.
Tea.
Okay.
I tell you about
What
this.
is his armor class? I would actually like to know.
It is now 14.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I'll tell you guys
14.
about all the stuff we found in the person.
That was only like
If any of you would recognize a
a
Davin.
little bit more than
Davin.
25%.
Do I know
chance.
what
What
Davin-
languages do you guys speak?
Oh,
All my
Oh yeah,
dice are-
we don't see him on the way out, do we?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna also show that ripped note around.
Okay.
See if anyone can read.
I speak Common, Thieves' Cant, and Infernal.
Okay.
Common and Elvish.
Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Okay. And the rest of the Howling Commandos.
Common, Giant, Sylvan. Why does Stefan only know one language?
Because
He
he's
was
a
a
farm
He was a-
boy.
He was a pirate.
Okay.
He was also a farm boy.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's different.
Okay. None of you guys recognize this language.
Interesting. I'm going to hold
It's
on to it.
deep.
Roll a history check to see if I know this person. I rolled a 17.
Oh,
Davin,
Yes.
you have
Davin.
never heard of this person before in your entire life.
Just curious.
Can I have a look at the paper to see if I have seen the language before?
Sure.
Yeah, because that's another thing. There's a difference between reading it and recognizing
Yeah.
the language.
So go ahead and make a. I guess this would be a history check. History check for
Recognizing the
recognizing
language.
language.
I feel
That would be a 16.
16.
And skill can do that too.
I need to double check the thing.
Skill got a natural 20 on that. See if she,
Oh.
if she
Wow.
recognizes it.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Ah.
What does she speak?
Common, Giant, Sylvan.
Oh, right.
She's looking at. I've seen writing like this before
Where?
on Miranda's ship.
What language is it? Or is it more of a...
I don't know if it's a language or if it's some code they share between them, some combination thereof. But
Because the elf that we saw, he had a whole notebook full of a similar writing.
He's like,
Did he
half
have a
and I wasn't
tattoo?
even there.
Gosh. Where would he have had that tattoo?
on his left pec.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to see that, would I?
Nah, he was wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Should have taken his shirt off while he was still tied up.
Dang it.
No.
Excuse me. Don't worry. I mean the best intentions. He's playing. Just like, whoa.
No, I did not see one. He claimed it was a family related.
That's suspicious.
When let Miranda go.
When I was captured
My
by
guy!
when I was captured
Thing
by
called
Miranda,
Alter self and disguise self.
I saw.
Miranda wouldn't know who I was. And I was up there first, so she wouldn't have cloaked herself for Sue.
That's true.
Telescope.
Also, the raven.
What about,
Never
what
mind.
about the telescope?
Seen you coming a mile away.
Ha!
Would she have, if she was in there though,
How you're
Would
just
she have
assuming
really-
that it's Miranda.
would she have really
Could've been
seen
Angie.
us though and known it was us coming out?
Well, I mean, the tower is like the next tower is like literally a mile away. She can make out. Yep, that's the gate from 10 miles away. She can probably like,
so wait,
that's a
she
mole.
was in reach of
It's like,
the
I
telescope.
recognize
she
some of
was
those people. They tried to kill
No.
me.
No.
She probably
Somebody
tied
has
herself
tried to
up.
kill me in the past.
If
You've
it was
succeeded.
Miranda who was tied up there, she could have seen you coming and then tied herself up. Or somebody captured Miranda. She could cast alter herself. Or it's not Miranda.
I'm gonna go with it's not Miranda.
It's Miranda.
Anyways.
It's Miranda's daughter. No.
It's Spriggan.
Bum bum bum! It was
Uh,
forearm in disguise self, because it was the only thing large enough.
Well, we can take it back when we return and see if anyone at the temple can translate it.
Alright, well, that's something.
Shall we open the door?
Simply check for traps.
Sue!
Would you like to use? Can you use your friend to investigate?
If there's an opening, I can.
Is there an opening?
We'll see what first things first is. She is. Oh boy, that's not good.
I can cast guidance.
Please do.
Alright, D4.
How was it that bad?
It's a 5.
What the? Never mind.
7. That's a total 10 now. Yay!
What check is being made?
This is Thieves' Tools to
Open the door and
open
check
the door.
for traps.
Um,
Check for traps, yeah.
So she
Break
is.
the door down.
I can also use thieves' tools.
This is kind of taking a while.
Wouldn't it be easier to just, I don't know, break the lock or something?
I mean, you could if you want to break
Could
the door
be, but
down.
if the person we're looking for is in here, we want to give them as little warning as possible. Though, considering
I feel like with the tower exploding,
you lots knocked down a whole tower, I feel like...
these
It
lots.
wasn't a whole tower.
It was a tower.
It wasn't a whole tower to begin with, so it doesn't count.
It was like a
That
mile
whole business
away.
thing.
I don't
Either
know.
way.
There's a loophole. I'm really good at
It was,
finding
it was,
those.
it was acid, so it was just kind of a sploosh.
Anyways,
Not really an explosion. Sound of a sploosh doesn't carry
well,
that
it
far.
doesn't also help that you would set up your tower right next to it, so...
It's fine.
But, still, we should probably be as quiet as possible.
Ugh.
A few minutes more passed, and then click. Got it. She's going to check for traps. Okay, that's a lot better. That's like a total 19. Looking around, this bottom floor does not appear to be trapped.
Alright. Send in the Batman.
Alright, Bertram.
Batman!
Send in the Batman.
Bertram starts flying around in there. There is, looking around, no one in this floor. Flying out the window, flying up. This tower is about 30 feet tall, but also like about 60 feet wide.
Let's make the bar.
So it seems to be another one of the large, smaller towers.
There's a squat tower.
Um,
There's a dwarfen tower.
There's a line on the top floor.
Dwarven fortress.
Flies out the window up to the next level and crawls between the bars and the windows, similar to like the tower you guys were in, but bigger. Lots of light in this room. Looks around. Um,
You can stream
And-
and see things.
sees there is a body on the floor.
It's a dead body.
There is a dagger and a rapier in his back.
It was Sue!
It was Idris!
It was both of them.
Ooh.
Did night.
Somehow the future and anyway.
And this is just the
Yes, the things I know, they have a time travel subplot. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, anyway.
Right, this is just a guess, but I think he's dead.
What color is
He
he?
said no.
Are you describing this to us as your...
Yes.
Got it.
What does he look like?
You assumed it was
He
a
looks
he.
dead.
It's a body.
This person is a half orc,
Ah.
dressed in sort of loose fitting clothing with some sturdy boots.
Dirty boots.
As you start looking at boots, a lot of like boots soldiers would wear would have like nail heads in it to really grip into the ground like cleats. This does not. So it seems to be like
Sturdy non-soldier boots.
Sturdy boots, but not soldier boots.
something that wouldn't necessarily scuff up or mark floors.
Fancy sturdy boots.
Construction boots.
He's lying face down. There is dried blood around.
He's been dead for some time.
And it appears that one of his wrists is kind of broken. Make an investigation check. 3.
Oh, why?
You recall Captain Miranda, the famously male half-orc, very dead. You're looking at that like, wait a minute, that's not right. Crap, what's talking about again? Okay, never mind. So wrist appears to be broken. Rapier and a dagger in his back. Lying down. Blood is quite dried.
That's Julian, you got here ahead of us. Alright, next floor.
Next floor.
I don't think there's anything else in here.
What
Had
floor
it
was
again?
that?
That was the second floor. This is the third floor, so this is the last of the interior floors.
Yeah. We'll ask questions later.
So you head in there,
Go, Bertram, go.
and there are 4 bodies in this room.
Ooh. More about it.
There's Torin, Stefan.
It's there's a male half elf, a female human, a male full elf,
Oh,
and a male dragonborn.
weird.
There's lots of dead people around.
Specifically a red dragonborn.
Specifically that.
How
The
many stories tall was this?
it's about 30 feet tall, so this
This
is
is the last story.
this is the last story.
I still want to go in.
We'll go in a second.
Anything you want to check out in this room?
Nope, we can check it out in person. Come along, Bertram.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to go in.
I'm going in.
All right. While you were there, you never saw any particular traps. It seemed to have been some sort of headquarters.
Dead quarters.
Skilled, having her favorite enemy being humanoids. Can she see how long these bodies have been dead for?
Make a medicine check.
Fascinating.
Also, do either of the elven bodies look at all like the other elf from the tower?
18.
That's a good question. 18. They appear to have been dead
That wasn't
for
Miranda.
about
She went to the other tower
2 to 3
and then
days.
disguised herself. She would look exactly like
So
that.
they're smelling kind of right.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Please be good. Where's a bard when you need one? I'm gonna use guidance just to be safe. Okay. Well, this
You're
is gonna be
probably
good
fine.
anyways. You said perception?
Yes.
That is an 18.
Okay, on the second floor, the half-elf male
Yeah.
looks exactly like the guy you saw in the other tower.
Oh.
Shoot!
I would like to loot the bodies.
I'd like to make this known to the whole party.
Okay.
Do you want to touch the dead bodies?
And that was the body that was you said was about
I'll
2
ask
days
for
old.
permission
Yeah.
afterwards.
They look-
What?
This guy's been dead for 2 days.
And?
This guy you just saw over there.
Yes, I know. I'm aware of this. I didn't know at the time. I
Um,
had no means of really knowing.
as far as loot goes, they have some leather armor. There are several daggers and cutlasses and scimitars and rapiers. Basically dex-based weapons. There is one like stout club or cudgel. No money on all of them. Seems that they may have already been looted.
Dang it.
Alright. Who do you want to ask some questions of?
What do you mean?
Aren't we going to interrogate the dead?
He can talk to
You
dead
can
people.
do that.
Yes.
Could we perhaps do this one? I gesture to the one that's the exact replica of the other guy.
Sure.
You mean the original?
We only get... There are some rules to this. I only get 3 questions. They are under no compulsion to answer those questions truthfully. So...
Do they
Dead
only-
men can tell tales.
Do they only understand the questions, or can you give them other information?
They do not understand anything that has happened and they cannot speculate on the future. They have their original knowledge. They only know what they know and nothing else. We can't say like, if I were to kill you, how would I go about it? They can't speculate.
Got it.
So, I will cast Speak with Dead on the person.
Okay. This is on the half elf.
This is the one that looks like the person I freed.
Okay.
What are we gonna ask?
Sorry, guys.
So as you cast the spell, you hear.
Fascinating. Oh, I'm so excited.
What are we asking?
Oh, I can ask it up to 5 questions.
Oh, what? Ooh.
If they don't, for the spell, if they don't answer the question, like, or they can't answer the question, does that still count as a used up question?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you literally can only ask 5 questions.
The corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
Can you cast command on it?
Truth.
Truth.
I'm afraid a certain command can't work on undead.
I think it is a charm effect. I think.
Don't you have to
No,
be
it's not.
alive for
Command
it
is
to
not.
affect you?
Okay.
They have to make a because command you have charm you have advantage on charisma checks against them.
Also, I
Command
don't
doesn't do
actually
that.
turn it into a creature. I just give it intelligence and a semblance of life. The soul isn't even in there.
Hang on, let me get some
Spoopy
some
music.
spook music.
Spoops.
Is this soul stuck in a bear trap?
Yes.
That's embarrassing. That's just embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. Also, I'm the only one who can ask you questions as per the thing of the spell. Also, I don't even have to touch it. Luckily, I can just be 10 feet away and go, "You speak."
Interesting. I suppose the
Got
simple
10 minutes
question
and 10
to ask
questions.
would be to describe who
Ah, yes.
killed.
All right. Can you describe who killed you?
Blue skin.
It was one of these two.
Dagger in each hand.
Shoot, I just freed Anton.
You freed Anton.
And I gave him back a book of stuff. An unnamed book.
You had
the book. You had the book. You idiot.
But Anton said he couldn't write. Anton said he couldn't write, and there was writing in the book. He did.
He said he wrote it. He could have been lying.
You said he can't write. He can still scrawl. He can scribble.
this is
It could be
text
stuff
to
other
read.
people have written.
Maybe that's why it looks familiar. It's just a child's drawing. What was that?
So let's see. You said 2 daggers.
Blue skin, 2
Seven
daggers.
would like to kill himself.
I would like to help.
Like a shadow.
I am not.
He's gone and
I need,
lost him.
Ben, I need a level up. I need it now. Shoot. The worst part too is I could have locate creature.
That
Micah, you do
description
realize this is the
match
second
anybody
time
that you
that
know.
Savin has let Anton get away?
The first time I was gonna do something about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you
I
say?
could have locate
I was asking the
creature,
party
but I
if
have
that
Death Ward instead.
does that
Oh.
description match anybody that you know.
Unfortunately, yes. I may have
This is
just.
the man we're looking for.
I may have just let him go and given him exactly what we were trying to get.
This is in fact a thief.
To
But
be
it could've
fair,
been
my
so much
intelligence
worse,
is
though,
low.
Because Savin has all of the things.
Sue's looking at us. Wait, you say he didn't know how to write, correct?
That's what he told me. For all I know, he could have been lying.
Well, that scrap of paper you have, that will, if we can get that translated, that will tell us if it was or if it wasn't.
Yes.
Did we see which way he was running?
We didn't. Did we see him when we left?
He bolted out of the tower and started running.
Which way did he go?
He would have dimension
Yeah,
doored.
he would have done it.
Cause,
Dang it, we
'cause
lost
were
him.
still up there when he was there messing with
Yeah.
the telescope.
Now
Why can't you be more murder
We
hobo?
could have ended the campaign!
Because Savin is slowly becoming a lawful good, and I can't help it. That is literally in how he's designed.
What a dweeb.
Why were you killed?
Ooh, hang on.
Ooh.
No,
Wah!
no.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Let's get a. There we go.
Okay, that was good.
Ah.
Just having to say
Close.
What?
Eventually to this thief.
No.
Did the people up top look like they were dressed the same as this guy here?
Well, the first floor was the half orc, so you're on the second floor. They're all dressed in similar,
Did they?
loose-fitting clothing. Actually, make an investigation check.
Did they all? You said they all died roughly the same time.
Yes.
Are they clerics of war?
Hang on, this is check it.
16.
16. You've seen people dressed like this before. Sue's seen people dressed like this before. These are sailors. and they all have a red tattoo on their left pec.
No!
Oh.
No! Not happy.
Well, they deserve to die then. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, for sure. Never mind. Forget about these fools.
And these guys deserve to die.
Um,
Like pirates.
So they have the
Somebody did our job for us.
referee.
Awesome.
Well then, Stefan, I believe we have more pressing questions for this one.
who was he working for? Which, if you know which captain has a presence on his island, that might get us closer to your Miranda and literally anyone for me.
Which captain did you serve under?
The elf woman.
Gosh darn it, and you have the information I already know.
Ask if he knows where he is. Or she is.
Oh my gosh.
Where is Captain Miranda?
Who?
Or her last name,
Aboard the flagship, the Crimson Queen,
Not here.
or stalking the island. This is how many questions in?
That'd be my third question.
Third question. Stefan's like, okay.
Being a stalker.
Do we know what she
It's
wants? Is that important to us? Do we have any more leads on this? Any of you recently on board ship? Do you know ever heard of anything about the Crimson Queen? As
I just got here.
Honestly, Saturn did live in the ocean. You might know.
That's
know.
18 to history.
for Torin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is a 19 to history for Saturn.
Okay.
8.
6.
Crimson Queen. That sounds like a fancy bow
No,
title.
7.
Red Ravens fits the theme. If Miranda is the queen of the Ravens, I guess, like Crimson Queen. Okay. But that also
Right.
implies that either she was promoted from the Macabre to the Crimson Queen and now is the boss of the flagship.
Considering we own the Macabre.
She probably got
Or-
demoted. She's probably hiding there.
Yeah. You've been talking buddy with Tide, and
Buddy with Ocean Dad.
and he has described a blood red boat
Cold ones.
As in, it's still sailing
it
around.
works.
still sailing around.
Okay.
Um,
I relay this. Guys, I spoke with Ocean Dad.
So there was the
He
Crimson
told me.
Queen.
Crimson Queen.
That ship is still out there. I know that.
So do we think she wants the book?
That's something we could ask.
Why
were you
wouldn't she?
here?
That's a good question.
To kill Idris.
I don't know who that is.
To capture.
At least I don't think I know who that is.
To capture.
Natural 20. I do know who Idris is.
There was this fellow who your organization
Yeah, we
had
never
some dealings with in the
explained
past.
to you.
Idris
any
the
of our
Spellblade.
previous party. We
We
would know who this is.
There once was some legal trouble surrounding him. He was accused of having cheated on some of his bouts, which clearly a ridiculous notion. Of course he cheated. So you were actually sent to handle that case and quiet the suing parties, however necessary. You're able to talk them down after dangling somebody over a cliff, but you know it's semantics at this point, really. But oh yeah, Idris.
Oh, this.
Yes,
Yes, I know.
and to take them underground.
It's interesting though, because it's not just Sue and Yggdrasil, but also Gregory. But not Halon or Chakal.
That's not technically
Why
part of the party.
underground?
But they were part of the...
Okay. Okay.
Is that the last question?
Yes, right? That's the last question.
I think that's the last question.
I have 10
Yeah.
questions.
Oh,
You
yeah,
take
ten
10
now.
questions?
Dang.
Do you
Okay.
cast at a higher level?
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, 5 questions. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
This is the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the last
Say
one.
3 and 5. No, it's actually 10.
3, 5,
I have
10.
like all the questions.
20 questions!
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Is it smarter than a 5th grader?
Take them underground for the contract. For the at this moment, Bertram goes berserk.
The
He
bag.
Bertram's
starts
my back.
squeaking loudly in your ear and flapping around. I need everyone who's not Silas to make a perception check.
Not Silas?
Not Silas.
Not Silas.
Who's Silas?
I
Oh,
am
you're
Silas. I'm Cyrus.
No, I'm Silas.
Perception. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Skjold has a 17.
Oh, right. I have to do other
Stefan
people.
has a 23.
Yeah, Nikki noticed nothing.
Torin has a 19.
Okay.
Rory had a 9.
Francis has a natural 1.
Cestus had a natural 20.
Francis is like,
Okay.
Zigga!
Cestus, who had
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20?
Oh.
Okay.
And then Sue needs one.
Sue is perception. Okay. So, Nailo, Stefan, and Cestus hear what's happening. Into the Underdark, slaves of the Drow. At this point, you get Bertram under control, and you go, okay, didn't hear any of that. What was that?
Spells.
So wait, did we all then miss that last bit? Who didn't roll the...
Yeah, whoever didn't roll that high.
Ha! I know things.
As in, we couldn't hear it, or we didn't understand what they were saying?
The camera went black.
Yeah, that's weird.
Spooky.
So like, Cestus heard it, but like Savin, did he just not hear it?
Is fair.
Savin was distracted by the
Oh.
squeaky bat.
Got it. Okay, that's what that was.
Don't know why that died so fast, but
It didn't even click like the battery went off.
yeah, weird.
Spooky.
This is what happens when you talk to dead people.
Yeah, you
Don't do this at home, kids.
know.
Why is my camera not turning on?
Why?
Oh.
That's really
hang on.
strange.
There we go.
What was the matter with it?
I didn't close the battery compartment the second time
Oh.
when I just loaded it, so it's like angry at me.
What was your character's name, Micah?
Silas Loneheart.
Member of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Lonely loner.
What was that about? The creature.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Maybe he doesn't like ghosts.
Did anyone catch what the corpse said? Or is that some... Yeah. Did anyone catch what the corpse
Yes.
said?
Sisters, he said something about slaves to the Underdark for the Drow.
That sounds familiar.
Some sort of drow contract.
Sounds
Or
on
the
brand.
dwarves. They spoke of this.
Oh, you know. Okay. When the party of adventurers went across to the White Tower the first time, I don't know if Halon was there that first time or not. I don't think he was.
Which one? The dwarves?
When we met the dwarves and the
It
drow
was
for the
only
first time.
Torin.
Yeah, it was. So. Oh wait, was he just there? No, he was dead.
No.
Oh dang it, that's weird.
Spriggan wasn't there the first time, but
Spriggan
he was
was
there the
there.
second time and actually got you guys an introduction. Because, you know, he just decided to go
That
down by
is
himself.
really weird.
Why
And-
just those 3?
At this point, the final
Because they're NPCs.
guy, the final false life breath in Davin fades out.
If you look deep in Ben's eyes, you can see him panicking with the fact that he forgot to mention the rest of the party members. Now we're making a big thing about it.
Nope, there's a specific reason, and I think I'm just amused you guys are overlooking it anyway.
I don't know
Okay.
why. Because it was Gregory.
Gregory and Sue.
Like,
Gregory
Sue's gonna
is-
roll an insight check.
I mean, Sue better roll an insight check.
Skilled was there too.
Well, the
But,
three
like,
of them were there
I
when
mean,
they were trying
to
to
be
buy
recruited
the ship.
to be
Okay, that's a total of 21. She's looking
Because
at
were they the only ones? Wasn't Chakal there when they raided
Yeah.
the ship?
Chahal was
Sue
there
was
too.
Sue
there.
and I, so Miranda and I.
Sue and I have been talking with myself.
I'm actually Miranda, by the way. Hi guys.
Plot
Uh,
twist! That's why I hate her so much.
Miranda and I never liked each other. We sort of
the
hated
same
each other's
school.
guts, just on principle, frankly.
She's
Idris
very
directly made the plan to infiltrate her ship, and it was his plan that took over. Gregory is the one who forced her first mate into being absolutely useless, and then bought her ship out from under her.
I suppose that makes sense.
She's just salty for stupid
She's
shit.
just a sore
She is a
loser.
petty type.
She really is. Petty enough to
Interesting.
sell all of those people to
Perfectionist
Drow and the
normal
other
types.
guys?
Well, Skill, do you know anything about this? Skill's like, I think that's what she meant to do with me.
Yeah.
She seemed to have cages and transport for people.
This is worrying.
So the pirates have connection to the Drow.
The
That is
Drow
something-
have pirates.
That is something we should let the dwarves know at some point, if we
Alright, so you guys want to go to the mountains.
Don't even hike.
no
Hiking
reason. No
trip!
reason in particular. I just need to go on a hike for a bit.
Hey,
Don't follow me! Don't follow me!
that kid Julian said in the mountains there was that thing that I should check, and I'm gonna look like I'll be back.
can. I think Spriggan left something and he wants me to grab it for him.
There's something about a sword and a stone, and there's a. I'll be back.
There's a nice lady there that I like.
The lady and there's a lake and there's a
Some
sword.
cheap watery tart handing out weaponry, and some king under a mountain, and I'll be back.
Well,
Well, it seems like we have some more information than when we started.
At least about Miranda, yes.
but the thief has
Unfortunately.
gotten
At
away!
least we know where Anton isn't.
Ah! Can't
Yes,
believe
I was
that
not going
happened.
to say anything.
So I was just like,
Well, at least
Seven.
now he knows he can't come back here.
So, why don't we consult with your, did you say ocean dad, about where the Crimson Queen is currently located?
Could I could. I don't know if I can do it now.
oh.
Gotta find a puddle.
Shall I cry you a river?
Can make
My
you
mind
cry,
is
River.
now-
Guess we should probably head back to town.
Now I
We
can
should.
leave the bloody island.
Forget
Is there
it.
any way we can quickly contact the city guard? Anton may be
Smoke
escaping.
signals?
Francis is like, I mean, I could run back on my own.
Get there as quickly as possible to see
Pathetic.
if Anton.
Don't
How
send
fast
him.
does Bertram fly?
Actually,
As
Anton's
the
got
bat
dimensional door.
flies.
It's probably too
Yeah,
late if he
he's
escapes.
got.
We've warned the guard all we can
Bertram!
Yeah.
if
Nope.
he is escaping.
You know, just
We should head back.
fast as a normal person, although
Yeah,
he wouldn't
we'll
have to
head
deal
back.
with difficult terrain like everybody else.
I suppose we just head back to the town then and wait.
Bertram, we're going to talk about having a time and place for temper tantrums.
I exit the tower. I'm done.
Yeah, we're leaving.
This was a bust.
Well, it wasn't a bust.
No, it was! You busted
Okay.
the wrong person out of there.
Anything we learned just then was not enough to cover up the fact that you let Anton go. So,
I can't.
I was not invested in that, so I'm perfectly
I
fine.
can't.
granted, yes, he had no way of knowing,
But
but still, you goofed.
could you at least
To be
check?
fair, as a player, I was really suspicious of this person.
As this person.
As Savage?
He's playing Anton, guys. I knew it. He's all the blue people.
Murder him.
Savin's
As
still in
Savin-
line with the
Murder
bad
him.
guys.
The only
As
thing Anton's
Savin,
missing is his childhood.
yeah.
Meditate on your shame.
Yeah, we're gonna go head back to the town, I
I
guess.
need to level up.
So I
Or a
my
way to
head
change
and
spells.
level
I
up,
don't
I could've
actually know
gotten him.
clerics that way.
You
Prepare them all on rest.
yeah.
Alright. So yeah.
I would love a long rest.
So if we could take a long
Short rest is
I
fine.
could swap a spell to locate creatures.
Whatever.
Creature or yeah, looking creature, yeah.
How does looking creature work? Because I know it's one of your lawyer spells.
Yes.
Yes.
Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you, as I have spoken with Anton face to face.
Okay.
You know what he looks like.
Yes. The
And you
spell
know what he
locates a
looks like
creature you know known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind. If
Blue
that's what I
person missing
described.
body parts.
So long as you have seen the creature up close, within 30 feet at least once.
Okay.
Which
Wow.
you have.
So can
If the
you find
creature you described or named is in a different form, such as under the effects of a polymorph spell, the spell doesn't locate the creature.
him?
Okay.
Ah.
If the spell can't locate the creature, if running water at
This
least
guy's
10
helpful
feet
then.
wide blocks a direct path
Why not?
between you and the creature.
What?
Okay.
It's in the thing.
Why is
Good to know.
why is
So,
that
you know,
an
they can hide
add-on?
behind the waterfall and
You can't see me, I'm across the river.
Why is that an add-on
Well, no,
to the
no,
end of
like-
the spell?
It's like a wall of water. Type
like
of
a
thing.
wall of water, as opposed to I'm thinking.
So that's why all those evil layers are behind waterfalls.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
That
as-
makes sense
as
now.
long as the creature is within 1,000 feet of me.
Okay.
If the creature is moving, I know the direction of its movement.
As long as they're within 1,000 feet, or just moving in
As
general.
long as
funny
they're within
thing is-
1,000 feet.
Gotcha.
What's Dimension Door's range?
500 feet.
How many
Aha.
times
That was
do we-
1,000.
500 feet.
Oh.
I need a long rest though, after which he also could get Dimension Door back.
Yeah.
He doesn't know I have the spell.
Heck, I didn't know what that spell was. All right.
Yeah.
But if he's gone from the island, he can, he's more than a
If
1,000
he's
feet
gone,
away.
then we'll know he's gone. Because I won't be able to find him unless he still looks different.
So, you guys are traveling back to Tyrantown? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
along the way, if we take a long rest, I'm
I
swapping the spell
don't think
out.
we're that far away.
We're not that far.
It's gonna
You'll
start
get there
getting into
before-
evening and into the nighttime.
Okay.
Walk through the
When you
nighttime.
guys hit the town,
I need a snack.
Sue and
Oh, that's right. She's
Nailo.
following me.
head to the Feegling Manor. The rest of y'all head towards the Sitting Duck.
I'm taking a long rest and running an okay creature.
Oh, so you're going like straight to your room?
Yes, because I know I can do something about my mistake. So
Alright.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
I done
You
messed
go,
up.
you go upstairs
Take a
and you
long
see
rest.
on what used to be Gregory's bed a note.
Why?
Thou art failed me, Gregory.
Okay,
I
I'd
have
like
thrown
to
thee
read
at
the
the-
note if I can.
It is
Joke's on you, I
not
can't read it.
You are too slow.
written in any language. It's a series of pictures.
No, it's a series of pages with pictures and you have to flip
Hate
through
mail.
them.
Hate mail.
So,
I'd like to
You
interpret
suck.
best I can.
What
make,
time is it, by the way?
it's pushing like 9 o'clock.
Okay. Just checking.
So make a real life or fake life.
No, in the game.
Okay, pushing 9 o'clock. Make an intelligence. What kind of intelligence check?
I'm gonna use
All
guidance.
intelligence.
I'm gonna use guidance no matter what.
You know, I'm gonna say actually insights to interpret meaning from this.
Not one. I can't read pictures.
Well, so there's
Is that
a
a
picture
dog
of
or a
in blue crayon,
man?
basically.
Mm-hmm.
A stick figure with 2 knives. What appears to be like a heart and then like an infinite symbol. And then in orange, a little horned man
Ah, he loves Gregory forever.
equals something whatever, but it's like, huh, is this a love letter? Okay.
Why?
Well, I'll leave it
So
there.
since,
So when
since it's getting late, do we all head back to our rooms?
I'll leave it there. So when
Unless
they
there's anything else
come
you wanna
back
do.
into the
It's too
room,
late
they
to
see it.
keep training Francis, so I guess
Yeah.
I'll head back
Savin's
to.
out.
He's had a day.
Yeah.
Day and
So-
a half.
Can I look at the note?
Sure. Make an insight check.
I would give you guidance while I'm sleeping.
Insight is wisdom.
Yes.
I'd help you.
This is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Blue stick figure with daggers, probably implying Anton. The heart isn't a heart. It's like a literal heart.
Okay.
Ew.
And with an infant symbol. You're looking at
Oh, because he wants to live forever.
Gregory's supposed to make him live forever.
And then you see Gregory, and you see equals, and then a book. And you notice that this book has a marking on it. And it's actually the holy symbol of lore on the cover of the book.
So I might not have given him the book.
Well, he already has the book.
He might have... No, if that was Anton in disguise.
It was.
And I handed him the book... We'll assume it was. Since that was Anton in disguise, and I handed him the book, which had torn pages out, if it didn't have the lore symbol on it, it probably actually wasn't the book.
Did it have the lore symbol on it?
No, it was a blank book.
Roll a history check. No.
Okay.
I asked him.
Yeah,
Ben
it
told
was a
me
blank
It was
title.
blank, titleless.
So the book is the way for Gregory to help Anton live forever.
I'm supposed to throw the goat at our enemies' problems.
Well, sorry, Antonio, but the goat's not here anymore.
He's done poofed.
Don't know what to tell you, man.
Do you say anything out loud?
I mean...
Yes, I reverted to my usual mobster accent.
He said on the club, "Oh well, shucky darn, bro." No, okay.
I think we're the only two in this room, yeah?
Oh yeah. Room feels so empty now.
Home is such a lonely place without you. Anyway, do you also go to sleep or do you do anything else?
Sure.
Okay, you go to sleep. Silas, in your own room, while preparing for bed, as per oftentimes usual, your handler will speak to you through Bertram. And Bertram's on his little resting area that you bring around. And he kind of crawls up and around to more of an upright position, so it's a little less weird.
He just starts, his head's just spinning around like a funk. That's just it.
Hey,
News from the wall.
hey Silas, how's the new adventure digging?
Well, let's just say my current companions are more suspicious than a den of thieves.
Tell me about it. Well, look, I think the important thing about this Miranda person is that boat. I mean, look, you're a beautiful boy, right? You're just a wonderful fella. You're a wonderful guy, and you know, caves are full of dark, nasty things. Yeah, you shouldn't go down there. I think that definitely the boat is a better shot at getting Miranda.
Immediately as the party, we should go down into the caves.
I mean, that's Torrin's first instinct.
Well, you gotta Torn would want to warn the dwarves as well.
Yeah.
Why do I get the feeling that there's something down there that you don't want me to see?
What are you talking about, buddy?
Don't you trust the happy New Yorksman?
Look.
It's an oxymoron.
I've been helping you handle your cases for like how long now?
2 weeks.
Oh, I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, you know, just a while, really. And have I ever steered you wrong before?
Several times.
Look, we're not talking about that.
Other than all those moments when I did, have I ever?
So, look, here's the thing. I really think, I think that little underground, underdock look, it's just not nice. Not nice for a wonderful boy like yourself. So maybe go there as a last resort, eh?
Well, I was already planning on using that as a last resort. I just don't like being told that it is my last resort.
Look, okay, look, I just want to be clear. Don't want anything bad to happen to you, buddy. Okay?
Well, I'm just so happy to hear that you're looking out for me.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Silas. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Roll an insight check.
10.
You know, everyone in your guild is looking out for themselves.
Of course.
So he's probably working some angle here.
Working some order here.
Not clear on what that is. But he's working some angle here. Might not be in your best interest. Maybe he wants to make you look good so he looks good, and he can't tell you things. It's for whatever reason. He's cheerier than he's ever been, but okay.
He's being held at gunpoint.
Say everything's fine. I'm not Miranda.
Interesting. I'll sleep on it.
Oh my gosh, I forgot I had Spriggan on the World Handful front page. He's just by Torn's foot. Like, what's a smudge? Oh, that's
Why is
Spriggan.
there a smudge here? It won't go away.
Alright. So you go to bed for your long rest. Nailo, anything you're doing?
Sleep.
Okay.
I need a long rest. I was damaged.
I was also damaged.
Somebody
I cast a spell.
dropped a
Yeah,
tower.
Sue is also taking her long rest. Okay, morning comes around.
Yep.
Not drunk today.
Dwarves.
Says
Hold on.
you.
I need to stop by somewhere first.
Hold on, I need to be here before we do anything.
Dwarves. Onward to dwarves.
Stephanie comes out. How about that page you have there, though?
Yes, give me a moment. I'd like
Have
to
a moment.
immediately cast locate creature
Okay.
and describe this creature as what I know, or what I believe Anton looked like.
Okay.
So if he is within 1,000 feet of where I am, I know where he is and where he's going.
Okay.
Let's go down.
Okay. He is not within 1,000 feet of you.
Or at least if he is, he's under a different appearance.
Yeah, or if he is, he's under a different appearance,
Or behind a-
polymorph, or
or behind a waterfall.
Behind the waterfall.
He's not here. There's a new waterfall right there, though. That's new, huh?
He's like just standing behind a drinking fountain. I can't see him.
Niles, you know Identify, right?
Yeah.
You could cast on the page he has. Just
Okay.
What does that do?
if something's magic, you learn its properties.
I do the thing.
Okay.
Is it magic?
This page is not magic.
Okay.
I would like to
Maybe
take
waste a spell slot.
You wasted nothing. We now know it's not magic, so it's not from the book.
This is true.
You don't.
We know that. I'd like to take the page to the temple
Okay.
I'm here so I can put my hands on you.
and speak to whoever would be
It's
able
gonna
to
be fun.
direct
Okay.
Captain Stoneguard, you've been here a while.
Um,
Where would you
I
go
need to get a
for
translation of this. if possible.
magical items?
That would be Agatha's.
And where is that located?
Follow me. I'll take you there.
Alright.
Sabin, if you want to get those, if you want to buy anything with those gems or get them traded out for anything.
I need to visit the temple first.
Okay.
Actually, for sake of you DMing, I will go with them because I'm going to do that anyway.
Sure. Nailo, are you going anywhere?
We're all going to Agatha's and then I'm heading to the temple.
I will go to Agatha's.
Insect plague has a range of 300 feet.
I have insect plague.
You do?
I
So,
don't think I have it yet, but I do have
It's
it.
a 5th level. It's going to
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
your next.
so as you guys head to Agatha's,
Remind.
are you heading there? It's the first thing in the morning, right? You're heading there?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Amanda behind the desk as you guys walk in. Hello. There's some new faces here. How are you doing today? My name's Amanda. This is Agatha's Arcane Oddities. Hello and welcome.
You sound so enthusiastic.
Oh yes, I love my job.
Actually sounds a lot more cheery than usual. Been having a good day?
It's been fantastic. So, I'm sure you're aware, but my mother recently figured out. Well, nah, I'm sure you're not aware of this part. My mother recently figured out that Idris left the island, and she's all now heartbroken, and now she'll never find love or whatever. Just don't let her see you, and she'll be fine eventually.
Who? What? Oh.
What?
What?
Or you, or probably.
Any male, any male being.
You know, you have a
Are we
nice
sure
goatee.
any
She loves
male,
those
or maybe
too.
it's just based off
Tall.
charisma.
Are you
'cause
tall,
otherwise-
dark?
I'm tall-ish.
And he's light.
And bright like the sun, or the gold that I crave so much.
Like a diamond.
So, is
Is
there
that
anything I can do to help you guys?
One of your 4 things there?
Yes. In regards to diamonds, what do you have?
I think that's
We have
four of
some
my
diamonds
four
for
things
sale at the 300 gold value. Currently, we're getting restocked. We're expecting a new shipment any day now. Yeah, so since the ports are open now, thanks for that.
How many of these do you have?
We have 3 of the 300 gold worth.
Well, could I trade one of these out for it? I sure will only be at 1,000, because that would be those three for the 1,000 plus I get some change.
Sure, yeah,
So
I can get you
store
some
credit?
change.
Yes. So it'd be the 3 diamonds and then 100 gold. And change.
I can give it to you in cash or in store credit.
I'd prefer cash, I guess, even though it's not cash.
And
in
they
this
carried
day and
around
age.
that
cash.
much gold?
It's not cash. I'd prefer it in coin. Thank you very much.
That is cash. Anyway,
Going into the Underdark rope, I throw it.
Sure, sure.
Items do we need?
so you get 100 gold and you trade out
Never mind, I
the
can see
1
we're
for
okay.
free.
for some of you, goggles of night vision.
Those would be helpful.
Or goggles of night, I think so.
Goggles
For
of
those
night.
people who don't have dark vision. Haha.
Or have a familiar that can see everything.
Anything else I can do for you today?
Do you happen to have any goggles of night?
Let me check.
Possibly want potions of healing.
Yes, I currently have, 2 in stock.
How much are they?
They are 300 apiece.
Also, did Sue want to sell that telescope here?
No, she wants to keep that
Oh,
telescope.
she wants to keep it. Well, then I left it in her room.
Okay.
Gotta
So I mean,
keep
we're
the
gonna
telescope, man.
What's the range in the dark vision?
I will double check that. I'm pretty sure it's,
Standard 30.
60 feet, but
Oh, 60.
Standard 60. Superior is 120.
That's right.
do. A, B, C, D, E, F, dwarven plate. Okay.
CD after overplate.
Goggles of night, 60 feet.
60 feet.
If you already have dark vision, it increases by another 60 feet.
Ooh.
Nice.
Shiny.
One of these pairs of goggles looks like kind of like an owl's mask, like an owl's eyes. The other one looks like a pair of sunglasses.
Shades. To see in the shade.
I need those. Ow!
Sword of rats.
Ew.
That can be useful in the Underdark. Trying to think. Oh, we need I'll say from night vision.
Something that lets you speak Undercommon.
Or
deep.
Almost comprehend languages wouldn't go
Deep.
this day and age.
Oh, the ring of psychic shielding.
Oh, that would definitely be nice to have.
Or mind shielding, or whatever the heck it's called.
Anything else I can do for you guys?
I would like to buy one the Night of Goggles Vision.
Okay, so you bought one, and then you're buying one too.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm buying one.
Yeah, I'm buying one too.
Yeah, so that's
Fine.
300 gold.
You're not buying one?
I never said I was.
Are you guys buying
I'm buying them. He's not.
300 gold for you?
300 gold.
Do you want the sunglasses or the owl
The owl.
mask?
I might want one of those though.
Fits with my crabbiness.
Read the towel.
You have shark teeth, crab chitin, owl face.
am Animal Man.
One of these things is not like the other.
Druid's worst nightmare.
Seriously.
Spriggan sees you. I don't want to be Torin's friend.
Spriggan's not going to be Spriggan when Spriggan sees Torin.
Be dead.
You go scroll down to the helm of content.
That was a bit much.
That was a bit harsh.
Ow.
Yes, I have some things I would like to praise.
I don't have anything yet.
It's uncommon, so it's not going to be that
If
expensive.
you get that, we won't need to go to the temple to translate the text if it's a language.
Mm-hmm. And you've recently come into money, so.
Well, I would like to keep as much of that.
I have money.
Even if I, since I
Well, I mean, how many
consume-
gems do you have?
At the moment, I have 4 worth 500 and 2 worth 1,000.
Yeah, the content language is only going to be like, at most 500.
Okay. I guess I can pay.
Scroll down to Ring of Mind Shielding.
Yes, I have
It's gonna be
these 2 objects that I would like to praise. Well, the spell scroll, which I don't know what it is, and Potion of Fire Breathing, which I
it's
apparently
also
know what it is.
uncommon.
Okay, so the spell scroll.
Protection.
If you die while
It's
wearing
the second
the
level spell
Mind
scroll,
Shielding, you
correct?
go into the ring.
Spell scroll. The spell scroll. Not a spell scroll. It's a scroll. Who's it?
I really could actually use that.
You can become
Take
invisible.
slight
when
offense to
using it?
that.
What?
Okay.
What? Spell scroll?
Yes.
Are you a scroll?
I might want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a locate object scroll.
Oh, come on! Just kind of handed that one to us. Why?
Locate object?
I locate object scroll.
Could you locate the McGuffin?
I've never seen or heard of this McGuffin. What are you talking about? What is a McGuffin?
You know, it's like
It's
a
like a
muffin.
breakfast sandwich.
It's like a McMuffin, except it's a McGuffin.
Fairly certain that Larry can make you one.
So the Ring of Mind Shielding doesn't make you. It makes you immune to telepathy, and you can become invisible with it.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
not
But telepathy is. And there's the other one that just makes you
immune to resistance to psychic
psychic
damage.
damage.
Which one's that?
I don't remember. Is it the?
There's a ring of invisibility itself.
Is that the ring of mind shielding? Is it the ring of
mind shielding.
thought? Something.
Well, when the ring of mind shielding, you're immune to magic that allows creatures to read your thoughts continually when they want.
Yeah, so not resistant to a psychic.
You want
There's a ring. It looks like a brain. I remember the picture. It's like a
You
brain.
scroll up. Yeah, that's Ring of Mind Shielding.
Oh, is that one? Oh,
It doesn't resist.
There's
psychic
the ring of
damage.
psychic damage resistance or something. It has to do with like thought or mind or
It is a ring though.
brain. Yes, I remember it's a. I remember it's a ring because Totem wanted it because then he'd be resistant to everything, which meant he could be immune to everything.
Resistance?
That's damage types.
Yeah, Ring of Resistance.
Ring of resistance, psychic.
to psychic.
Ring of resistance.
Ring of Resistance and Jade. And it's a.
Rare, requires attunement.
Yeah, it's rare. It's just gonna be a bit more expensive.
Is there a ring of protection I could get?
Ring of protection.
Don't you have
Let
that?
me check.
I
back.
have a cloak of protection.
Ah.
I am stacking as much defense as I can without wearing armor, because otherwise all these things disappear from my AC if I put armor on.
Yeah, that Helm of Compound Languages could come in handy.
I have
It's Underdark.
one, and it's 3,000 gold.
3,000 for the ring of protection,
Wait.
or for the ring of resistance?
Protection.
Oh, 3,000? I guess I'm not buying that. Never mind.
Hang on.
It's a spell scroll.
I really could use the AC though.
What is it? Yeah, it's rare. It's gonna be.
Did someone say something else that they wanted?
I wanted to know how much these would go for.
Oh, that scroll. Let me check.
Well, there's still the comprehend languages.
Scroll.
Did you buy that already?
Well, he hasn't. No, he hasn't said how much it is.
Oh.
I don't have that much more money soon anyway.
Spell scroll, second level. 150 gold.
And the potion of fire breathing.
Potion
Ring of mind
of
shielding is uncommon.
fire breathing. some reason, I don't have... Oh, right, we ran into this problem before. The one sheet I don't have is the sheet of potions.
Well, might as well pour it down the gutter.
This is useless to me.
This is useless to me, and this is not worth anything.
What is it?
Potion of fire breathing. We're just looking for a price. So my options are sell it here or sell it to one of these.
Speaking of which, same idea with potion of whatever that one is.
Diminution.
Diminution. Because I don't have no use for that.
We can make a giant Bertram.
No, it shrinks, but
I thought it was enlarge or reduce.
No, you get
No,
the
just
reduce
reduce.
effect.
We can make Bertram go to the quantum realm.
What's its... okay, Potion of Fire Breath is about 150 gold as well.
what about the potion of diminution?
Are any of you interested in this scroll or potion?
Just so sneezy that joke.
Ben is looking
Can't
up
do
stuff.
anything with the scroll. The potion doesn't really do anything, does it? You
You
just...
can breathe fire.
Why would you want to?
You don't want, I'll take it.
Nah.
350 gold.
For
Figured
that's for
that-
enlarge reduce.
Figured you'd say that.
Is a spell it does, which is
Let's get a necklace of fireballs.
Yes.
so he already has a
Throw them all.
helmet that'll basically do that for a while. Second level.
Giving away the Infinity Helm.
That's
Another-
true.
150.
Yeah, Sue, when you leave, you're not taking that helm with you, just so you know.
What is it? What?
The Infinity Helm? Sue's not taking that with her when she leaves. I just want her to know that.
How much is it?
That's what
That
you
is
think.
Party property.
No.
We should sell.
For the betterment of the world.
They can't have it.
It's the Helm
It's
of
not
Brilliance.
theirs.
That's worth 32 grand.
We could sell that.
We
and
could
make,
sell
buy
it.
so
Yeah,
much
no,
useful.
she's not keeping that. That is party property.
It is not.
We could buy a castle.
I'm gonna say that one's gonna be up to Nikki
Yeah.
because it was her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is not up to Sue.
It's in my backpack.
Only because you have the backpack space for
And
it.
to be fair, the reason, and I kept it, and I'm the reason that somebody's still alive because somebody needed some gems.
Well, nobody wants to locate objects.
Anyone, it's not because of her. Anyone could have been holding the Helm of Brilliance.
Would they have remembered that
I
there
mean,
are
they
gems
wouldn't
that
let
go with
Idris
it?
hold the Helm of Brilliance.
I mean, Nikki
Yes.
used it properly.
So
Yeah.
you are a liar.
So then if Nikki has it, then nothing's going to happen with it either.
Yeah, we just don't want it to go away into nothingness.
It's not going away into nothingness.
She sold it last month. I'm sorry. Anyway, no. Alright, so, sorry,
I
what
went to Agatha's
Oh,
one
did you
time.
ask?
I was going to say, well, since nobody wants to locate object scroll, I'll sell that.
Okay,
Oh.
and that was 150 again?
And that's what you said.
Yeah, 150.
What was the potion of dim whatever?
Also 150.
Okay,
Everything
I'm selling
is
that.
100.
Alright, 150. Anything else?
It depends. Does Torn want to purchase a potion of fire breathing?
No, I'm good.
Then I will also sell a potion of fire breathing.
150.
Are you going to buy the Helm of Comprehend Languages?
How much is it?
How much is Helm of Comprehend
Helm
Languages?
of Comprehend Languages.
You're a mortal soul.
Let me see if I have one in stock.
There's that too.
You know what? Roll percentile.
9.
That's for 7.
62.
62.
So close.
Okay. She comes out. I do have one in stock. That would be. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That's 200 gold.
200? Yeah, I can probably that.
For some reason, they really, really, really hate language barriers in this game, which is unfortunate because there's so many great things you can do with language barriers. I have an intrigue plot. I can detect thoughts, and also I speak all languages.
Hold on.
Look up all of what Helm of Brilliance can do with like.
Okay, I don't need to attune to. Well, I'd like to put on the helm and use the comprehend languages stuff to see if I can read this thing.
Okay.
I put it. All right, I'm done with it. How much for it? Sell it back.
You
sorry,
pull
I
out
spent
the scrap paper, and It is in Draconic. And you start reading it. And it's
it was just a hatchling.
tracking party movements of Sylph Ragnarok. Specifically, it's following Captain Sue.
Somebody has to stop.
That's fine.
This
Sue's
could have
going
very
away.
been likely from the dragon guy that
I
was
shouldn't
found
react
dead.
anymore, so my character.
If he was part, because they were all in that same general area.
Yeah. So where the guy was tied up was the tower where you found them,
Yeah.
and then the tower
The next tower.
about 4
So
miles
it's
over.
very likely then that Anton took this book into the other tower with him after killing the other people.
Yeah, this is just a cursory glance of it.
Yeah.
If you want to like spend a few minutes like read in on both sides of this page.
I mean, sure, why not? They're buying stuff.
Okay.
I'm finished.
You go off into the corner and you start
Yeah.
reading stuff. Anything else you guys are doing?
I'm good.
How
Dying
many gems does the Helm
slowly.
of Brilliance have on it?
What?
Nikki's character sheet, I
Did she
believe,
die
has the stuff.
slowly?
Does she have the Helm of
It's okay,
Brilliance
I
in
have
her, or do I
spare
have it?
dying.
Sue.
If
Okay,
you die,
I
can
have it,
still
never mind.
talk to you.
It
Once every 10
has.
days.
Yay.
I can
Can I
ask
see
you
the
5
card?
questions. once
Hang on,
every
I
10
can just tell you what
days.
these do. It has
How's
2
that?
blood diamonds
How's
remaining,
it going?
with which you can
Same
cast
as last time.
a sort of pseudo form
bothering
of
me.
wish. You
Okay.
can only do the most basic things with this. You can't like do any of the cool rewrite reality or cast super high level spells. It's
Yeah.
just like it has 12 rubies. Rubies are wall of flame.
Yes.
It had 20 fire opals. It currently has 9 remaining.
Okay. And when you use the fire sword, does it use a fire opal?
No.
Okay.
It just as long as you have one, you can do that.
Got it.
It has 20 opals remaining.
20 opals. That's daylights. That's
It had 6 diamonds. They were all removed.
got it. How many rubies?
It had 12. It has 12 rubies.
12 rubies. So wall of fire. Got it. Okay.
Do keep in mind
I thought
if
we
you
had
take
like 2 diamonds left.
what?
So I thought we had like 2 diamonds left.
No, he removed them because it has a turn undead effect or something like
Yes.
that, and he was undead the second time he came out against you guys. So he kind of had a problem. If you roll a 1,
When taking fire damage.
once you fire damage, boom.
It's done.
Diamonds.
Anyway, so yeah, there's that.
Okay.
Let's go pirate hunting.
That's
Oh.
really useful.
And Sue has the bracelet of attraction. I forgot she had that, and that is.
Doesn't do what you think it does.
You got the bracelet and the belt.
Well, when I was still using daggers, it sounded like a good idea. And then, no. Oh, I still have the belt.
Is there an idea you have?
Yes.
What's the idea?
I'm gonna tell you later.
Sure, if you don't want it to pop up this session.
Can it happen next session? I'll
Okay,
text it
okay.
to you.
All right.
Although, how many opals say it has left?
Opals.
Yeah.
All
The
Regular
other
opals, 20.
That's gonna be really useful in the Underdark.
What?
Nothing. It would be so funny though, but it
Okay.
would never happen.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else you guys are doing?
I'm gonna sell those other
Still
2
dying.
1,000
Dwarves.
diamonds just because.
Okay, so you just get 2,000 gold back.
Yeah.
All right.
Dwarves.
I'm not gonna.
McGuffins.
I'm not gonna use it for Revivify because that'd be a
We
waste.
go find
Okay.
Anton,
Where's the 500?
please.
So as you start reading more deeply into it,
Yes.
you read that this person has been tracking
Captain Sue turned over 20
Movements.
times in her sleep last night.
more specifically of Captain Sue, but it's not like specifically what she's doing. It's
Slash
all of the
normal.
party in general that you have. Plus this. There's a remark about you specifically.
Ooh, what's it say? What's it
That
say?
Rolled another
interesting,
natural one.
an interesting blue-skinned thinned man came and went to the party where the vault was found that was empty. It's like the first a couple
that
days
was
after
the
you
first
first.
time I joined.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just noting my joining of the group.
that he spoke to you while in disguise, but also
It's the third time he's left me.
spoke to Sue as well, and he commented something about how she doesn't seem to suspect anything right now and keep it that way. He
At the party?
also
Cricket
comments
was there.
later on he's found a nice tower to hold up in,
Yes.
where he can watch both the entrances and exits and send commands and intel to other members of his organization.
He's got an organization.
Uh,
That's no information.
and then you see that there's
No, I'm working for
a note that there was a command. He almost sent a command to make sure that if there was open confrontation, to take Sue alive, and that was crossed out. And it seems to be a more personal note that he can't let. He's got to keep things professional.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah,
I don't like him.
Got it. Okay. Good to know. I'm going to hand the helm over to Torrin since Torrin wanted the helm. And I guess because I have the space, I'll throw the note
Oh,
in the bag.
yeah.
How
Are
do
you
you
wearing
play
the
another?
belt of dwarven kind?
Yes.
12% off.
Oh right, the beard. That is a 61.
61.
61.
When you woke up this morning, Chris Evans.
No, I'm nomad.
Now you're nomad. Because, your Bucky sort of died. And anyway, so now you're nomad. He's got a nice beard. Anyway.
Cool.
So. You guys.
His beard is immune to slashing damage.
What are you guys doing now?
Too bad it was a dagger. It was
Dwarves.
piercing it. Pirates.
We still need to find the McGuffin.
Dwarves.
Still need to find Anton. Alright, split the party!
Dwarves.
Well, what's most important right now?
I need to warn the dwarves.
We can always
Of
find
what?
we can always find the pirates. I can talk to Ty.
The dwarves aren't going anywhere. They're underground. They're
But if
always
it's a threat to
underground.
the dwarves,
Pirates
it's a
are on the
threat-
high seas and
it's a-
can move about.
But
Why
if the
can't we
threat
send
from
somebody
below
else
is the
to
threat
go
to
and
this
warn
island,
the
and
dwarves?
it's potentially
Because the dwarves only trust me.
Why would anybody want this island? There's nothing here.
Literally not.
Sue says, well, the one major important thing about this island is it's a nice in-between point between Celico and Amataga, the two of the large continents on this world.
I've never heard those words before.
Because one was has so far only been important, the other campaign, the other one was made up last night. I made a new map, by the way. So Recanto is on the continent of Celico. But it's the largest port city. It's basically the East India Trading Company of that area. So if someone's able to hold or lock off this island, they can more easily cripple trade between the two continents. So if they have a larger plan for one continent or another, it might be a little easier to enact if disruptions are made here. They're already probably in a bit of disarray since the whole Kraken thing.
We should probably take care of some of the pirates first, then. We can't let them get a hold of this island.
That is exactly why we should go to the dwarves
We can
first.
send... Torin can go and take
I
care...
can go talk to the dwarves.
Tortilla Man can go get the dwarves.
The pirates, the pirates can be taken care of at a time, because Ty can track their movements.
That doesn't
What?
necessarily mean we can follow their movements. The dwarves aren't going anywhere.
They're staying underground.
But they don't know of an imminent possible threat.
Just send
I'm
Francis.
very
Sorry,
certain.
what did you call me and why did you call me that?
Taco.
Thaco.
That doesn't answer my
Armor
question.
class 0.
And
Does
then,
it really
and-
matter?
But then we also have the matter of Anton himself.
Which is the most important person on our hit list.
Captain Miranda.
Captain Miranda doesn't have the McGuffin.
What
Dwarves.
is the McGuffin?
It's a magic book that you can write in and change things.
Alright, you don't know.
Probably shouldn't have told him that, but oh well.
Especially not in public.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm sure Amanda can keep secrets.
I'm working on the calendar like, what happened yesterday in game?
It would be Agatha.
You guys, okay.
Evidently she's not here, otherwise it sounds like she'd be all over us.
You especially.
Yes, you.
I mean, you've got the belt.
That's
How
funny,
about
but you
Put
don't
it on,
lie.
Agatha.
No.
That would be problematic.
Technically, I don't have the belt. Sue does.
That's true.
What we could do is we could
Oh,
send
Sue,
someone
give me
with
the
one of
belt. Give it.
what are they called? The Rocky Talkies. We could drop.
The Rocky Talkies?
You're welcome for
Yes.
That's
We
awesome.
could drop one down there to the dwarves.
And had it break on.
No, you don't have
Well, we still have to go to the dwarves.
Send someone there.
Why don't we just send Bertram?
that. I don't know if they trust a bat.
No, you dropped the stone.
But we
and then
we'd
Torrin
still
can
all
speak to
have
the
to
stone.
go there.
No.
Somebody would have to drop the
I
stone
only get
down
25 words. I need to go there in person.
there. Well,
You can always go there in person and hand off one of the stones in case.
Well,
you
yeah,
oh.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That they need to get a stone, but you can't just drop it off. They're not gonna necessarily trust that.
Well, that's gonna be a day, maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, that's
'cause
enough
it takes
plan
about
to.
a day to get there, and it takes another day to get back.
If some of us stay here, plan the pirate, which pirate to take down first.
Alright.
Yeah, kind
Yes.
And
Never met her, and I don't like her.
Torrin goes off and
Mm-hmm.
you do your thing.
It's just business.
Take someone with you.
Yeah. Probably skilled.
That's a good
Savin
idea.
would also like to go with Torrin though, just because during that
Oh,
process,
you have to stay here for pirates.
No.
Yeah, he's got a point.
You
during
have
that
to stay here
process
for
though,
pirates.
I would get another long rest. I could use locate creature again, this time from a more central point on the island. Possibly find Anton.
1,000 feet is not much.
It's really not in the perspective
It's-
of
How
the
big would
island.
it be?
Like,
Less than a third of a mile.
Yes.
How big is the island?
The island.
Lots of
I know
miles.
I've asked this before.
Lots of miles.
Yeah, it's literally less than a quarter mile.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You know how long it is from a stoplight to a stoplight?
Sure.
That's
right.
it.
That's
It's
very
not
relative.
very much. So we still don't
About
have
40
anything
miles
unless
across.
you
Oh,
can
okay, so
see
that's my
him.
point. Never
Yeah,
mind.
no.
Never mind.
It's
Savin would say that.
It's not as good of a. It's not as good as you
See,
think.
See, Savin would understand distance. I don't understand the
It's a
English
great
measurement of
like
distance.
It's great for playing hide and seek.
Yeah, seriously.
It's great for like if you were chasing a bad guy and then you lost him in
Yeah.
the city, then you could use it.
Yeah.
Or you know,
Maybe
see
that-
dimension door right away from me and still within
Yeah.
range.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, see dimension door behind a waterfall.
Yes.
I need more evil
Do you
layers
know
of
what that
waterfalls,
means, though?
bro.
That means if I'm ever in the water in my natural habitat, I cannot use that spell.
Mm-hmm.
Is the ocean running water, though?
Ooh.
It's
That's
always
a-
moving though.
Yeah.
It's always moving, and there are currents and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cast control water.
Control water. Everything stop.
Stop!
I need to
Tide, can you just stop the ocean? Just stop it.
I mean,
The
I
pirates
love
are-
you,
the pirates
bro,
are
but
gonna
no.
see the waves stop moving. They're just like.
Well, they're pushing the way like, oh wow, really smooth sailing, like no resistance. This is awesome.
Yeah, the water doesn't move, so they can't move at all. Just
They're
Yeah.
going
they're just stuck. They're
And
just
then
going.
the mass,
"Oh!"
the mass just like. Anyway,
Who put on the brakes?
No, Savin will stay.
I'll
Okay,
take
I
skilled
guess
and go.
consult with Tide about.
okay. So do you just do this in your room, or do you go to the temple of Yasu for?
I mean, I have the little shrine set up there for
Okay.
Tide, right?
So you go there. Is anyone else going to the temple for the planning session?
I'm going.
Okay. Torrin and Skilled are gone. Stefan is joining you guys as well. Okay.
We have a deal.
So Jim, as he sees you guys enter, nods, smiles, recognizes that you're of a noble house and gives a slight bow. And as Savin, you start to walk by, he kind of grabs around. Hey, can we talk a minute?
Sure.
Okay. Quick question. What you doing here?
I have a small shrine set up to Tide.
No. What's she doing here?
Oh, what she's doing?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure who she is.
Okay.
Awkward.
Do you know, like,
Savin wasn't around for introductions.
Sorry.
do you know if
This
there's, like,
is
any reason she's here? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry.
We're here to get married.
No,
So-
Savin wasn't really around for introductions. He just knows her name, basically?
7. As you go off to start preparations.
You don't even know her name. You know her nickname that everybody calls her by.
So, Lady Nailo,
Yes.
you see a short man, a halfling, in blue and gold robes, associated with the Temple of Lore, which you're
I'm
more familiar with. You have
someone I
friends in that organization. You were contacted by
Large,
by
middle-aged
Brother Onvard
man.
from this temple. It's so I see you're a representative of the Nailo family name.
Yes.
Welcome to our little island. Okay, look, it sucks here.
It is quite little.
Yeah, well, sorry. What brings you to this island?
This small piece of land.
Yes, that floats in the ocean sort of aimlessly.
That's what Nailo is.
Definitely does not float.
Sadly, was not there to say that.
Well, if we put all the people on one side, it'll tip over. Anyway, well, I had heard some rumblings of something going on here, and with the Temple of Lore being here, I thought I'd check it out. And it appears the McGuffin has been stolen.
Did Onvard call you in on this?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Small question, just for my own curiosity. You know, we like to write everything down. Is this a personal mission for you? Just something to do, or is this more of a family thing?
You could call this a bit of a personal mission.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions about this lovely location, I don't know very much because I got shipwrecked here, and yeah. See you around. He walks off.
Funny little man.
As you're preparing,
What little man?
he taps you on the shoulder. Like, all right, I don't know where Torin is,
What?
I
but
didn't see anything because the DM didn't
my
say
boss
I saw
chewed me
anything.
out by helping fight the Kraken, saying that we should remain neutral.
Little man, I was just talking to
And then he
I don't
calls
know what
in
you're talking about.
a woman
Just
from
heard
an
one side of
influential
conversation.
political family.
humans.
Yes.
What are you?
That
I'm in
is-
the pirate
I'm
team.
an elf.
You're coming.
I'm on the pirate team.
Special, very
Good to know.
cute, very-
Yay! Jim's going rogue.
No,
Totally
not
would be-
really.
Would probably be relieved to hear this. You were quite helpful.
I would like to say that it was all skill,
That whole
so I'll leave it there.
That whole day was all very lucky.
The little man.
I still don't see.
Roll for it.
I'm
So,
not very good at perception.
You began preparing to communicate the tide, and water begins flowing out of your necklace into the little fountain. And Tide, in his water hologram form, appears before you.
Cool.
Why did he just ignore me?
Sup, Ocean Dad.
Well, not much.
What?
Maybe he doesn't like
What can you tell me about
What's not
you?
to like?
We're looking for a specific ship,
Well.
possibly captained by a
Rich, good looking
Miranda.
at
It
that.
was.
Pet back.
Oh, what was the name? That's the player. I don't remember the name.
Crimson
The,
Queen.
the Crimson Queen.
Well,
Do you perhaps know where it might be at this moment?
could be worse. I could have a toe.
Crimson Queen.
Or imp.
You know, I'll take a look into that. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
And the water hologram kind of ripples, And
You
they're-
can't locate objects behind the water hologram.
keeps rippling. A few minutes pass. And he comes back.
Are you guys with me as well?
Crimson
Yes.
Queen.
Okay, then I know how to relate this.
Around the ship, for about 6 miles, is uncomfortably warm. It seems to have some a little bit of effect on the weather around it. A little hot, humid, muggy around there. Terrible humidity. There's
Why
also
is he complaining?
there's also perpetual falling ash surrounding the ship. Like the boat's on fire but not burning.
It's for a dramatic effect.
I can't tell much
Traumatic
more about the ship.
What?
It's
for
one of the larger
traumatic
ships
effect.
that I've been
We
able to
just have
find
one
so
sorcerer
far.
employed that just-
It also seems to be probably one of the most heavily manned and armed. I recommend not running foolhardily directly at that one.
Let's run foolhardily.
Ram
Of course,
it.
but we need to know.
Ramming speed!
Wait.
It could be important.
It's higher than ominous.
On fire but not burning, like the iconoclast?
Similar.
Okay. Yeah, I know things.
Is there anything else you want to take a look at while we're scouting out?
Ask him where Captain Miranda is.
Ask him what his favorite color is. If he says blue, he's a
Are
liar.
you guys like whispering this
Correct
behind me?
Yes.
Ask him the questions.
He
I
says-
only get 5 questions, guys. Stop
If
it.
he says blue, he's a liar. The correct answer is sea green
Or
or aquamarine.
How far are you able to tell to the
Says
occupants of
imposter.
specific ships?
Ocean
The
Dad would
specific
never.
occupants
Like
I
no
can't
red, like it's in a
do
red tub.
much with right now at my
Actually, it's a
power
red
level.
Rip current.
At the moment, I can sort of just tell you general power assessment of the vessel itself, its size, potential armament.
Over 9,000.
have there been any ships within the last day that left port from this island that had any strong magical?
Left port.
Not around.
Nope, no ships in or out from what I know to be their fleet. I'm still kind of limited, but nothing that I've seen yet.
Give him more juice.
I give him juice.
Sacrifice something.
I give him my potion of, which I don't have anymore.
Sacrifice Jim's.
Ooh, do it.
I don't know.
Well,
We must give
I
him
think that would be
porpoise.
all.
oh, hang on.
No.
I need to look at timelines.
Why?
Glorious purpose.
That
This
was
divine porpoise must be achieved.
no. It's so dumb. Why?
It's green, you know.
No.
Okay, so you're currently 3 months ahead of Ladies' Night Out.
Cool.
Really,
So-
3 months.
We went
3
from
months.
a month to 3 months ahead.
So, well, because
okay.
they're in March and you guys are in June.
Got it.
I want to know how those. I want to know how those 3 months turn out.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Everybody dies.
Lawful neutral,
lawful
good.
I can
I'm
give
gonna
you an
become a
insight into
superhero.
perhaps what the weakest ship is, if you want an assessment of that.
That actually
weakest
could
ship.
be useful.
All right.
Because as a player speaking, we could commandeer that ship and be able to get in close.
Could give that to Stefan.
But yes,
Don't
as
we
Seven,
have a ship?
yes.
Have him rig
We
the
have
How
ultimate.
a
much
ship,
the weakest
but-
pirate ship belong to that fleet be?
I'll take a
A
quick
road
look at
boat.
the next few weeks and
It's more of a dinghy,
give you
really.
a view.
A dingy dinghy.
He's gone. A bit longer this time,
Yeah.
pushing about 20
Wow,
minutes,
making the deity do all the work here.
and he comes back.
Seven doesn't
What a
particularly
terrible
like it,
servant.
but it's the way Ocean Dad's personality is, so he's trying
There's-
to embrace it.
Oh shit, Dad, could you like grill me some shrimp?
No, you can
I
grill
think-
me some shrimp though, and I'll help you make it divine.
And then I will eat them all.
So there are about 4 ships at the moment that seem to be some of the weaker ones. We have
I don't
The
want
Feral
to go through
Magus.
The mini bosses. I want to jump straight. for
things
the
get a
boss.
little weird
You're high in
around
trouble for
that
that.
ship.
Well, magic sorcerer.
There's also the Bladed Betrayal. Let me look at that ship again real quick to see what it does.
You said bladed betrayal, blade of betrayal.
Bladed Betrayal.
Bladed.
Belated.
Rogue.
Yes.
Could
There-
be powder then.
Now, there's
No, he's dead
no
already.
regional effects around that area.
Spoilers.
That's
Uh,
fine.
Oh, they just fight her?
So that one might be the easiest to just
Have you not learned that death is not the end?
straight take out.
Plus, you know, if
Trust
you
me,
take a
we
ship
were
where
in
there's a
that
magical
death.
effect and then drive it up to the big ship and it doesn't have its magical effect.
I've had
You can
two
torture
characters
the
die and come
sorcerer
back.
Whole
to
minute of
continue.
falling.
I've had 2 characters
It
die
would
and
be
come back.
effective.
Whole minute of
No.
falling that
It
took
would.
2 hours. You earned
Now-
that kill.
The last
We
ones.
could kill him and then I could revivify him and we could kill him again and I could revivify him again.
Ooh, I like this plan. I would like to do
You will experience death over and over.
over.
Now, the
unless
last
you bend
one
to our will.
is a little interesting. This one's
What are
called
we
the
speaking of?
Manhunt.
The sorcerer that would be producing the
Now,
effects
this
of the
one-
ho, ho. I know who this
I
one
couldn't
is.
quite figure out what was in the region, but actually I need to check. Yeah, I couldn't quite figure out what's in the region of that area, but there's something something within a radius of that boat.
It's another crack.
It seems to be a little stronger than the bladed betrayal or the
The other one.
the feral magus, but less magical.
Can one of the pirates have their ship actually be a dragon turtle if they just kind of have a submersible strapped onto
That's
them?
the druid.
Did Torin ever learn the name of Forknose ship?
Yes, he did from
Heartless
Stefan.
Herald. Oh,
Well, you're not.
Stefan knows, and he's here.
Yeah,
What's the name?
Unfortunately.
Stefan knows that as the Heartless Herald.
Heartless Herald. Okay, so it is probably. Does Stefan know
Uh,
anything about who
is
has
he-
these?
Again,
Is he reacting to
Stefan.
any of these?
He
'Cause
wants
he's
to
here
connect
with
me.
me.
feral magus. He's like, I don't know much about this guy, but he came to us several. Before I was there. He's been there with them for a few years. He has less interest in general piracy, from what I understand. He seems to be going after stronger ships against tougher crews, and he mostly focuses on rival gangs of pirates.
He's brawly.
He seems to be wanting power beyond anything else.
Sorcerer. Sounds like a sorcerer.
Sounds like a conqueror to me.
Let's see.
Tomato, tomato.
Bladed Betrayal. Well, there was a captain on the Bladed Betrayal,
I should hope so.
but
They got betrayed.
there was a mutiny, and some new guy took over. I don't know much about him. Halfling.
New guy.
Sounds like halfling. Sounds like road work.
And what was the other
Can't
one?
speculate.
The Manhunt. Manhunt. I haven't heard
Sounds
much
like
about
Agatha's
that
the
guy.
captain of that ship.
You're gonna want to stay away from that one.
From what I've heard of the Manhunt, some of just the sickest bastards go there. I don't know if that's a reputation or.
It's okay. It's recording. You can bleep it out.
It's not live.
Don't know what's up
You
with
make it
that.
horrible for
Probably
Pinder.
avoid that one.
We're gonna
I don't
make
know.
Ben edit this
We
one.
take one to fact check the betrayal,
All right.
but that can be found out.
I'll just talk like this.
Yeah. Well,
Fudge buttons.
there's definitely an advantage to seeing if we can find out any more as possible.
Do they look like those people?
It always looks like he has hair because of where the buttons are right there.
Sue is
It's
thinking
like,
for a minute. Can anyone disguise self
in our party? Is that what she said?
in the party?
Wait, Captain Sue's here?
No.
Yes.
You don't know disguise self?
What?
You don't know disguise self?
No.
You do.
Can I learn it?
Really?
That's the question.
Why would I
I don't know my list, like a total list
I
of all.
don't
You wouldn't
need
really
it,
be able
for
to.
one thing.
Yeah, I think that's a
I
trigger
don't-
main thing.
Why would I want to hide this face?
You're
I don't
not
know.
wrong.
Seconded.
Let me look over.
When you have it, you flaunt it.
I don't believe
Yeah, it's gonna be
lying to
trickery
people
to me.
like that.
Well, I'm just thinking if anyone can
Don't believe
infiltrate the
in
crew
depriving people to trouble
as
me.
a member,
Humility
give us a little more intel on what the captain's
Natural one
going to
every
move.
time. Don't get
No,
to
it's not
roll.
what I can wear.
Does my ego level up as I do?
Wild sorcerer wizard.
It's over 9,000.
Is there anyone who any way we can try to infiltrate their ranks? Maybe. Jim's listening in on this.
As a player,
Well,
we could send Captain Sue.
No.
if we do send someone in to infiltrate, if someone can cast Glyph of Warding, make a big fireball in the middle of the ship.
I mean,
I don't think I can
This
do
sounds
that
like we
right
should be
now.
throwing a goat at the problem, but I don't know why.
You're not wrong.
Hello, I always wanted to join a pirate crew. Seems legit. He's in.
I wouldn't mind
He would
infiltrating them.
though. And he left
I
us.
could learn Glyph of Warding.
Nailo, did you say you would be interested in infiltrating?
I would.
I would also be interested in.
This is right up my alley.
Okay.
Let's just have the half the party to infiltrate a pirate.
Stefan, wanted to. Well, if
Team
you would
money
like
should
to
be-
make that as a plan, I can discuss a little bit of that with you. Make sure you do want to do this, and we can talk with the rest of the party.
Of course.
All right. follow me. And he walks off a bit to another corner of the room. Is there anything else you guys are planning at the moment?
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so he talks to you.
I've done my research.
Alright, so if you're going to join any of the pirate crews, I don't know about the specifics from group to group. But generally, they seem to have some type of initiation they're going to do. With Forkno, it was a beatdown and then you had to kill somebody.
Sounds easy enough.
With the manhunt, I don't know what they want to do, but it's gonna be something pretty sick, according to their reputation. Maybe they're all sunshines and rainbows and puppies, and they just have a tough exterior. I doubt it though.
That would be hilarious.
Feral Magus.
Black, spiky armor.
I don't know much about him. He does like shows of strength, and he seems to be facing other pirates more than civilian ships. He's gotten in trouble for that before.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure what his deal is. The Bladed Betrayal, I don't really know anything about this guy. I suppose if you could attempt a coup and overthrow him and stick yourself in charge, but then people would be wondering who the heck's this absolute new person.
It would be rather odd.
These are just a few suggestions off the top of my head. There are more pirates. There's more of them. Those are apparently just some of the weaker ships at the very least. I don't know about their crews.
If they are weaker, it would be easier.
So, first thing first, they're going to throw you through an initiation. Second thing, they're going to either tattoo you or brand you.
I don't do the whole
Bless
branding thing.
That can be fixed.
Well, in that case,
Cleric doesn't even bless me.
I'll go for the tattoo.
Don't worry, the warlock will.
Cheers, mate.
They generally do brands for those who resist joining their crew if they're trying to be forced in.
This kind of mafia.
And he kind of lifts up some of his male shirt and shows that his thing. In my case, I got both. And you see that there is a raised scar with a and he's like ripped, man. Like, so and you see there's a raised
His AC
scar,
is down.
along with some other red tattoo, and then also a large brand scarring covering most of that. So
Take the shot.
you'll have to deal with that. How do you feel about tattoos? Well,
As long as it's not somebody sticking something fiery on me, I'll be okay.
all right. Well,
No.
Sorry, we only do branding on this shit.
You picked the wrong shit.
You mean knowing the
all right.
Also,
In
I
that
think we
case,
heat up the needle.
is there a particular one you want to go for?
Yeah, if
This
it's old days stuff.
Feral person.
I heard they're
Shows
doing
of strength.
way even worse guy was just
All
the
right.
middle
I feel
tap.
like that is something I can handle.
All right. In that case, I'll just workshop a little bit of being pirate with you,
Which
Wait,
one?
shouldn't
Which one did
we-
you go for?
and we'll get back to the rest of the crew.
Wait, shouldn't we have... Why are we putting all of our eggs in one basket? Shouldn't we infiltrate multiple ships?
We certainly could.
He has a good point.
Split the party though.
Well, the person who's infiltrating ships can be on their own anyway.
More like 7 one-shots.
Torin's gonna come back and be like, "Where'd my friends go?"
Everybody
well-
shows a different ship.
Guess I'll join the dwarves.
So,
go join the Foreign Legion.
So he takes you out into the training area. And
Is Francis still receiving training?
yes.
Francis.
Unfortunately, it's
There you
Brother
go.
CrossFit doing it at the moment.
Yeah. I
Poor
know.
kid.
Come on, Francis, I'll teach you how to lie.
Poor guy.
Alright, so, see you turn.
I'll teach you the thing
Okay.
called gambling.
First things first,
Why you
this
choose
one's gonna
to
be
do it.
fun. No weapons. Punch me in the face.
Should I roll for this?
I should make an attack roll, yeah.
Huh?
Can I have Stefan's character sheet, please?
What do I do for... I haven't done
It's
melee
just-
damage.
It's 1 plus strength mod.
For damage.
Well, proficient.
For
You
damage.
add proficiency.
You add proficiency for
hit.
strike.
Wait,
Yes.
hold on.
Your to hit is strength plus proficiency.
Strength okay, I can do that. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you hit him. And what's your strength mod?
A 4.
So it's total 5. It's like, okay.
Pretty good punch.
Alright. Should have uppercut.
Good.
I have to do it again.
Now it's my turn. And he's going to go for an unarmed strike as well.
Okay.
That is... Okay.
They're supposed to be on the
What's your armor class?
19.
19. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Neo's fighting more.
That is...
Why is it 19 right now?
Because I took a feat that gives me a +1 to my AC.
Do you have your shield with you right now, Val? Or do you use your shield?
Is it plate armor that you're wearing?
I also have chainmail.
Chainmail plus 1 is
17.
18. Yeah, it says 17.
17.
So are you using a shield?
So do you have your shield with you right now?
I do have my shield with me.
Okay,
Want
so
me
are
to
you...
not?
Probably for this moment.
Okay.
Okay.
So 17.
7.
So he goes for like what appears to be a really sloppy kind of like a haymaker that you usually like, okay, duck out of the way. As you duck out of the way, you see, oh no! And you see his other fist with his channel divinity. And you take 6 points.
Ugh. Well, that was
Alright,
new.
Francis. Where's your money?
You're
Where's your
fighting
money
like a
on?
noblewoman. Be
Dirty.
Be dirty.
Go at me
Kick him in
again.
the nuts.
Come on. Hit me.
Can I use this
Kiss
spell?
him. Kiss him.
Sure.
We
Fish
all
him.
You
know.
suck.
We all know kissing is the sign of death.
He's a sailor fish
I
hook
have
him.
burning hands.
Yeah, fish hook him.
I just don't remember
Probably
what it
more
does.
effective against Savin.
Burning
but,
hands is like a
It
fireball.
automatically hits.
Oh wait, I have chill touch. That's even better.
Okay.
And he's grappled.
I just don't remember what it does.
Automatic
No,
grapple.
I'll just go hit him.
Okay.
If you get him out of the water onto land, you just...
That
get a bunch
was
of loops.
really bad.
Some raw
13.
Savin.
Some
13.
raw sound.
Like a Savin roll, please.
You go for a for like an uppercut, and he just slaps your hand down. I need to actually look up the thing.
So embarrassing.
Fighting like a noblewoman.
You
Stop.
fight like a leper gnome.
What?
You smell like a leopard.
No, that comes next.
You taste like a leopard.
Okay.
Give me a
All right.
big hug.
Wait a minute. Hang on. I need to re-look that up thing. What?
You ever watch the raunchy animation Hearthstone videos? No. Oh my gosh, they're hilarious.
Heck yeah.
Okay, cool.
What are you doing, man?
At 3 gold, Stefan's gonna win.
I'm spilling all my magic
They
cards.
have
That's
to,
what I'm
you
doing.
know?
So he looks at you. Fight dirty. Snaps his finger and
Yeah,
makes
fill
no
up.
attack. You do hear barking behind you. As you turn around, you see a
Just
sexual
He did
form,
not!
and a mastiff appears as he casts Fine Steed behind you.
He summoned a dog.
The doze.
So anyway, I need to look at what a mastiff can do.
Why would you do that?
Fight dirty.
You thought this would be a fair fight.
Fine. I can do that.
Torin, fight dirty. No.
No,
I just
no.
won't get hit.
No! Do it! No!
That dog is a total 20 to hit you.
Sustenance. So
That hits.
hungry.
Why fight when you can defend?
I was just getting bored.
And
I was like,
3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh, and make a strength save. Mastiffs are awesome!
Mastiffs are great! And they're not that expensive either.
What does it do?
It's
15.
just a dog.
15? Okay.
It's really
Um,
good.
This dog leaps up on you and starts kind of biting at you. You kind of block it off with your arm, and it's trying to push you over, but you currently have the stronger ground.
It's prone.
It's your turn.
Okay. I would. Did you say I was grappled?
You are not grappled.
No. So I could move if I wanted to.
Yes. It's just trying to knock you prone.
It's trying to.
Or it tried to, yeah.
I don't want to use that yet if I can use it
Find
later.
seed to summon a mastiff.
Huh?
Find
Yeah.
seed to you just
Yeah,
have you just
you
have
just
an
summon
attack.
animals.
You just have an attack dog.
Yeah.
I am going to Misty Step 20 feet away from it.
Okay.
And then.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
It just says I can do it.
Oh, as an elf?
Yeah, that's a racial thing.
It's probably a bonus.
What
action.
challenge rating is an owlbear?
3 and 4.
I think I would like Stefan to make
like
a
34.
dex save.
I'd like to use Fighting Greater Steed to summon an owlbear.
Heh. Heh.
Someone
Hey,
that
remember
might
what I said about
matter.
crit failing saves?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll double damage.
Oh. He takes 7 points of acid damage.
7 points of acid damage?
Yeah.
That's double your... Okay.
I rolled like minimal damage the first time. It was kind of bad.
Alright.
Enjoy the show, boys.
I think that's my... I have an extra attack. I can do it again, but I don't want to.
I think for fighter it has to be an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Like a weapon.
Attack action.
Not
Which
a
I
spell.
don't have.
Mm-hmm.
71% chance.
Extra attack only works after you take the attack action.
I guess I wait.
Unarmed is not considered a melee weapon, is it?
Yes, it is.
Wait.
What are we waiting?
Are you asking like for a smite?
Yeah.
It is not.
Okay.
Because smite always specifies you have to be wielding, and you don't wield your own fists.
Okay. Cool.
That's why you can't smite with an arrow.
Alright. So,
Wielding my fist
it's
like a club.
his turn. I've
What
been...
if you ripped your own arm off and used your fist?
So
as
far
a
we've
club?
both been ignoring the fact that we do both have extra attacks. But, anyway.
I wasn't fighting that dirty.
He goes in and he's going to make... I have to look up the rule for
How
this
far
thing.
away is he from me?
He is 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, about. So he's going to run up to you and he's going to make a grapple.
Oh, is he not using his halberd?
No, because he's using fisticuffs.
Don't touch me!
Fisticuffs.
Peasant!
Okay, I need you to make an
Peasant.
athletics or acrobatics check to not be grappled.
Say it again.
Athletics or acrobatics to not be grappled.
Do you want people
Athletics.
to fight dirty in your stead?
24.
Okay, he had a total 20. So as he like goes and grabs for you, you are able to block out and duck under. And he says, "Better!" But as you're ducking out, the dog's right there.
Big dog.
That dog is that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And that is 6 points of damage.
Ow.
And you have to make a strength save.
Again?
Yep.
Big dog.
22.
How did you cast
Okay.
Find Greater Steed that takes 10 minutes to cast?
Oh, really? Well, crap. He had a long talk with you about being a pirate.
Well, just find Steed.
Just
not,
find Steed.
Not greater.
Oh, just find Steed.
No, just Find Steed? That's fairly certain that also takes 10 minutes.
I think it does too.
Just
He
Find
was
Familiar
prepared
takes
for
10
this.
See?
minutes.
You just weren't paying attention. It's been there the whole time.
Fine.
Find Steed, casting time 10 minutes.
How long
Well-
does it last though?
Duration is instantaneous.
Why?
You could have had it all day.
Could have had it all day.
Could have.
So ignore the whole like the spectral thing. He snapped his fingers and it showed up.
Ah.
That's all that really matters.
That's what happened. And I marked off the appropriate spell slot. It's fine. I totally knew what I was doing.
Right.
I was just like, fine. What does that do? You know, I haven't prepared. What does it do?
Free animal.
Anyway, so it's your
camel.
turn.
Free camels.
Stefan is close enough to hit, yeah.
Stefan and the dog are both close enough to hit.
300 camel.
But one's on either side of you. Oh yeah, you're being flanked at the moment. I forgot that was a rule.
If I move, no, that's not a good idea.
Depends which flank we're using.
The right or the left?
The front.
Okay, I'm gonna go punch Stefan.
And the outside
Okay.
flank.
Why don't you stab him?
He said no weapons.
But you're fighting dirty.
Hang on, I'm not there
What
yet.
is your alignment?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, it's just a neutral good. Oh, 15.
Just stab him.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
That does not hit. So you punch right into the chest of his scale armor.
Ow.
Is he gonna make a way to come back?
Are you gonna make a second punch?
Yeah.
Cool, go for it.
To make a second punch. Yeah.
Oh, that was not good. That misses.
Okay, you whiffed again.
You know you should do,
He's going
Sam?
to
I
make.
have a plan.
Ever heard of holding your action?
Yes.
That's something people so rarely do.
I know.
He
It's only useful when you have nothing to do, though.
Like,
is
if you're in like a one-on-one fight like this. So
he's just
like
gonna
to
make
hold
his
my
2
action.
attacks.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something and then do something.
That's
Like, you know, you can just do something.
Nope,
on
that
your
misses.
turn instead.
Sweet.
Why would you want to do
and that's a natural 1.
I mean, if you're
And
gonna
he
do nothing
swings-
in a 1v1, why not take
Again,
the
you
dodge
duck
action?
out of the way and he hits his dog.
That's true.
And the dog takes damage. The dog's dead.
He killed the
He
dog.
killed his
In-
dog.
So you gauge his punch as he swings at you. You duck out of the way as the dog's leaping up at you, and he punches the dog right in the face. And you see that. Oh man, that's as he sends his face right through the mastiff's head and like dislocates its jaw and rips it down in one hit. And the
Was
dog.
this a real dog or a
It
spectral
was a summoned dog, and the dog.
I'm guessing this is Celestial.
You just
Fades
killed a
away.
dog. What's wrong with you?
I'd like to
Pirates!
I'd like to rage. I don't care.
Hey, where's Keanu?
I don't care that I'm not about rage.
Okay.
Technically, it's a spirit that takes on a physical form, so it's fine.
It's my turn to attack
Yes.
now, right?
Just for giggles, can I cast blindness on Stefan?
You're not there at the moment.
They want
Unless you'd like to come out.
I thought we were all just watching them.
No, they went out into a courtyard as you guys are in the playing chamber.
Yeah, and I said let's go out and watch.
Oh, okay, sure. You can be there.
13 on the first attack.
That one misses.
Nope. I'm gonna burn my axe in surge. Why not? What could go wrong? Ooh! 24!
That hits. Just keep rolling things and we'll. So you have 2 more attacks.
Yeah, I do. Total 20.
Hits.
And total 20.
Alright.
That's
So 3 of those hit. So that it's a total of 5 each time. So that's 15.
This is not going as well as I wanted it to. Oh well.
Not fighting dirty enough.
Not yet.
As you start now bobbing and weaving and doing more dodge, you start going in for a for like a swarmer boxing style. Brawley, since the video is watching, is very proud of you.
Yay!
You go last! Yeah, hit him harder!
I can't yet.
So he's like, okay, better.
Okay.
He is going
Good
to.
enough. He knocks you in one.
Knocks you into next
As
week.
if.
Knocks you 3 months into the past.
He's secretly level 20.
He's been holding back this whole time.
Showed how enough.
Yeah. Seriously.
The few eyes were alone. Now I am master.
Ah! I want food.
You were in combat.
He's going to make two attacks at you. That's
Also-
a 21 to hit,
Cheese.
That hits.
and that's another natural 1.
Cheese.
So you take 6 points of damage,
Okay.
Made with 100% real cheese.
and then the second one
American cheese.
swings at you, duck under this one.
Well, I'm not sure.
I don't know
I
if
would
I
like
want
him
to
to
know.
make another dex save.
All right,
What's great about these is they don't taste
that
like cheese.
is a total
Yeah.
11.
11. No,
That's how
he
I'm
does
able
not
to eat
save.
them.
Look,
Not a fan
if
of
your
cheese.
save was less than 11, I would be disappointed.
That's why I like
It would be
cheeses
really
that
sad,
don't taste
wouldn't
anything
it?
like cheese, like mozzarella.
I'm not sure if it can be less
Gouda.
than 11.
Well,
Take
they don't
5
taste like
more
cheese.
Not
points
this
of
level.
damage.
Tastes like other things.
5?
because it's always like
Sucker.
10 plus.
Yeah. It's 8 plus proficiency plus whatever modifier.
The lowest you could have is actually 10.
Those what?
Okay.
Stuff.
Armor
Saves
class?
and
Cool.
for-
Oh, saves.
Silas, if you'd like to do something.
Your negative
Silas.
is greater than your proficiency bonus.
Micah.
Silas,
Yes.
were you gonna do something?
Oh yeah, I wanted to cast blindness on Stefan for giggles.
Sure. What does he have to do?
Yeah, he has to make a save. I'll check what save it is. Real quick,
I think it's a con save.
Wisdom.
What?
Wisdom.
Tourism.
I could have just been giving myself advantage.
What is wrong? with
Fool!
you? Why aren't you cheating better?
Also, don't you have your rolls from this morning?
No, I forgot about him.
It is a
Make your
con
2
save.
wizard rolls. Jeez. Worst divination wizard ever.
It's a 5. Yeah, it's a 16. I guess I know what I want to do with those.
Wait, hold on. I'm casting it at 4th level, so what does that
Let's
mean?
see.
What are you doing? Stop doing things.
I can also target 2 other creatures.
I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing and heal both Stefan and Nailo.
Why are you doing that?
Make this fight go on as long as I can.
Cast blindness and blind Stefan, Nailo, and
Dare prolong this.
Raleigh.
Brawly.
Wait! No, I wanted to watch the fight!
Wait,
Are you doing that?
No, I'm definitely gonna be blinding
Could
Stefan.
cast Field of Healing.
Okay. What save is it?
Con save.
I don't think I do.
That's a
Not on me.
21.
Yeah, he's fine.
You see a little bit of a mist kind of like form around his eyes and clear out. Oh, somebody else is playing dirty.
I'm doing it better than you are.
Whatever.
I could cast
Whose turn
Mighty
is it?
Bond.
He just went, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
That's your turn.
My turn.
Do it. Except I have to touch someone. So it's
I have another way of cheating. That might be
I
fun.
would like to pull out my dagger that I still have,
Okay.
and I would also like to give myself advantage. And
Okay.
How do you get advantage?
I have a thing.
Oh.
Mage Slayer or something or other.
The eye.
Yeah, you need to start having less
Is a
restoration
14
prepared.
hit?
Nope.
Dang it.
Look it up.
Was that with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Rolled a 5 and a 7.
Well, you still have advantage on this attack too.
Tag again. Blah. Okay. 17.
Oh, never mind.
17. That barely hits.
Okay.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
That doesn't help.
I mean,
6.
yeah, I guess that's kind of handy.
It's pretty useful.
Go away, demon.
Especially if we're going to be
So
going
you kind of like with a wide swing and then
Empire.
in between a couple of sets of the armor. It's like, look at that. Better. Better. That's
That would have been
his
handy. Is that a
turn.
cleric spell?
That's a cleric spell. Find traps.
Why do we not do this?
I need to look.
You
See,
will-
my
do you
process
spiritual-
about giving myself spells, because you know
Do you have
I'm
spiritual
used to playing
weapon?
like old, what rank level is it?
2.
I have
Yes.
no.
You should also start getting that.
I do have something. I have holy weapon at level 5.
Okay.
That's big, yes. Whoops. Okay. Okay. So he has
Not
now
the
been
same.
Just to
but
make my
okay.
life easier,
rather stabbed.
I just prepare a
Rather
list of
stabbed.
spells
He
I
was
want for
stabbed.
my character and never change
Just not the
them.
first time.
That's what I've always done. However, I'm slowly
He's going to
realizing
make
that as a
Some more
cleric,
attacks at you.
that's not the best idea.
That is a
Whereas for like a
19
warlock
to
or a
hit,
sorcerer, it's less of a problem.
and that's a
These
20.
clerics can change this out.
Because clerics technically know all the spells.
Okay, so the second one
That's how,
misses.
Yes.
that's how it was with Spriggan.
Oh,
but I
fine,
just always
that's the dog.
chose the same
So
spells
you
'cause they're-
take
I
another
always
6
do
points
Stuff that
as he grabs onto your arm and
Everybody.
just punches you in the gut.
You
What was
definitely, you definitely need to start cycling through.
Well, yeah, I needed like a whole list of them.
Silence is actually
You
also
attack him
really
with
good.
my dagger again.
You make a 20-foot radius sphere where sound doesn't exist,
I
which
did
means
look
it
at that
cancels
one.
out.
Dirty 20.
Okay,
What,
that's
silence?
Spells.
First
I have
one.
silence.
We haven't really run into any spell
What was I gonna
casters
do the
yet,
second
We
time?
will.
I was gonna say
though. I
that.
mean, yeah, clearly.
It's
we
better than this, less
Nice.
annoying than the silence from Hearthstone.
Four.
You just cancel out everything about a card.
Unless it has. I don't even remember what the ability is called. The
Did you
hexproof
add
one.
anything after that?
Your
The can't be targeted one.
dex or strength bonus.
I
14.
don't remember what the
12,
ability is
14,
called. The fairy
everything?
dragon has
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Creature can't be targeted by anything.
I will kill you. I'm thinking about it.
Alright. So you do all of that,
Yes. I did a stabby stab.
and he looks he's like, all right. You're starting to get the hang of it. And he kind of just pushes you off, takes a step back,
Is he tapping out?
touches the side of his neck, and then heals. You're starting to understand how to fight dirty.
Thank you, I suppose.
Good rewarding.
So,
You're going to want that.
when you meet pirates, you can start initiation. You built up to dirty.
Do you have mass healing word?
Yes.
Start there.
Third.
Fine.
Alright.
She's too clean.
That's what you think.
You might want that. It's only D4,
Haven't been
but
to
it's
my
for
house.
multiple creatures.
I guess I should probably
My
rework
house.
how
Ow!
it's easier. Just
Anything else the planning crew here wants to do?
not with particular.
A pirate planning committee.
No, wait.
I want to sleep
Wait
now.
until Torin gets back.
Okay. Torin,
Mm-hmm.
you and Skilled, it
This
takes
is
you
the same
about
points I had when we started.
half a day. With Skilled's help,
Ooh,
navigating the
this
mountains.
is-
Spirit Guardian's also one looking too. Yeah.
With Skilled's help to
Spiritual
navigate
weapon.
the mountains,
Yeah.
you're able to get up there faster than you have before, and you're able to reach it a little ways into the afternoon.
This is my
Okay.
dinner. This is my dinner.
Did you not eat before?
What would you
Why?
like to do?
You said you say it's getting late.
Or
It's
I can
mid-afternoon.
give
In
myself
the afternoon.
time.
Okay. And we're just we're at the
Terrible
mountains.
time management.
Yes.
Keep going up, I
Downstairs
guess.
and make
Unless
No, you're there.
Oh, we're there.
Mid-afternoon.
YouTube videos.
Oh, we're there at the dwarves.
Yes.
Are we down or at the top?
that
You're at the
doesn't make
top. She
sense.
doesn't
I
know
do
anything
that all
about
the
the
time.
secret
I'm like,
area.
surreal is too much effort right now.
They don't trust you because spring's not there.
I would like to shout down in dwarvish.
I've got a beard now.
Hey!
I've got a
screw
bomb!
you guys!
It's Torin. I'm here. I need to speak with you.
Roll persuasion with advantage because of your belt of dwarven kind.
Oh my gosh.
Dwarf of Melton kind. That is a natural 20.
Well then. A few minutes go by,
Thanks to the beard.
and then Skilled kind of gasps and steps back as a part of the ground opens up, and Valerie comes
Oh
up.
my gosh, it's Tori's girlfriend. Oh.
You're thinking of Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie's Jim's
That's
girlfriend.
right.
Yeah, you can steal it.
Meh.
There you go.
Well,
Did you have
hello.
a side chick?
When did you learn Dwarvish?
I came across a magic item that helps me with that. Also gave me this wonderful thing.
It does
I
look good.
Stroke the beard.
Oh. Oh.
Also, this is our friend Skilled. She is
Ew.
basically an honorary member of the party. She is completely trustworthy.
Alright, well, nice to meet you, Skilled. So what can we do?
We recently heard that some pirates have been selling slaves to the Drow.
What did you do?
And that means there's people who know about the goings on underground.
So, and you know that's been happening at this island.
Yes.
That means that, well, we know that this area is guarded in and out. That means that there's another entrance we don't know about.
Most likely one under Drow control.
That's bad news.
Under the sitting duck, there's a drow. It was his first Nebulin in disguise.
This means that someone knows what's going on down here. Someone can get down here. And the Drow may have another supply of allies. Whether from the pirates themselves or from the
Just
slaves
take
they
it.
get.
Well, this is
They'll
bad.
come out.
This is very bad. Okay. Well, I can go back down and gather Lilith. We can start a scouting party looking for other entrances into the Underdark. We have some ideas of things we can look for on this side of the plane. So, or this side of the gate.
Just move
You know
to
what I
the
mean.
Ascendant Realm and go off with your girlfriend. It'll be fine. Leave the rest of us behind, why don't you?
Is there anything I or my party can do to help? The rest of my companions are back in town.
Idiots.
They're plotting on
Scheming. Please.
scheming on going after the pirates, but I don't know how long that'll take.
Huh. Okay, well. You said the pirates were supplying the
Probably a
slaves?
few sessions.
Alright, well, if you can disrupt that, that
You see
flow,
how slowly we tend to do things.
that would be helpful on one end. On another end, if you can keep an eye out for any way that, pirates could be getting into the Underdark. You'll be wanting to look for odd fungal growths, the color purple in general, where purple shouldn't be.
That's it. Purple's illegal now.
He's wearing purple!
I was
So
Simulate
always,
him!
We know of a certain building that's covered in purple.
always suspicious of Agatha's oddities.
They had the spider sword.
That's it. Agatha's banned. Ban her.
Perhaps, I don't know, some type of hidden dock, maybe?
The sewers.
Was the Kraken bothering the pirates? Do we know?
Do we know?
I don't know. Would I know?
I think you would. They kept him
Roll
trapped here.
a history.
I feel like you should know.
That's a 19.
Well, you haven't heard of the Kraken necessarily from Savin helping the pirates. You also haven't heard of him hurting the pirates. So either they were beneath his notice because they weren't the island, or
Wouldn't they be above his notice?
or perhaps they had an agreement of you don't go into my turf, I don't bother you.
Got it.
Unknown, basically.
Or they're the best of chums, then they're all Kraken.
And they're very unhappy
Everyone's
with
a Kraken.
I think
Well,
Ben's just losing his mind more.
As far as I know, the Kraken never went out of his way to hurt or help them.
Okay. Well, that means that the supply line may have been disrupted for a while. That means that they might be frantic to get activity that might make them sloppy. Maybe. I'm really hoping for a lot here.
We also recently learned that some pirates have been on the island hunting for some of my party members, hoping to
Not doing a good, very good
hoping to
job.
send them down as slaves.
Is this, do they have particular skills that make them more necessary? Maybe we can understand what they're going for, what they want.
Yes.
Not skills
Man.
necessarily, but the person who's planning on selling them had personal grudges against each of them, so most
Oh.
likely just revenge.
Okay. Well. Alright. I'll gather Lilith. We'll see what else we can do. Do you have anyone from your group that you could spare to help us navigate the island?
Oh yes, give them Francis.
So in all seriousness,
I mean, Skilled knows the island pretty well.
I can help however I can.
She's a ranger, used to being out in the wild, so she'd be a good help.
You can't get lost as long as you're with me, unless magic happens.
Roll for it.
Well, I'll start scouting with them and I'll get back to you, in 2 days. How about that?
Right. Sounds good.
Will you be okay making it back to town on your
Pull
own?
that out of
It should be fine.
Okay. So,
Oh, right, and thank you for reminding me.
Also, call me sometime.
call me.
If you need to get a hold of the party, use this.
25 words a day.
is this for down there or for us?
Personal use only.
Whichever you see
Very
fit.
personal.
It'll give you a direct line to me and my party.
We have a cleric down there who can cast sending to me. I'll hold on to this.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. So she goes back down. A few minutes later, she comes up with Lilith. Lilith's armor is a little different. Before it was a drab grayish brown with iron studs. She's begun embroidering it. And there's around some of the studs, there's sort of like a vine and even a daisy pattern coming out.
No place like home.
They journey off on their own. I want you to make a survival check.
I'm gonna get lost.
And you don't have the sending stone
lost.
anymore. Hey, I can locate you.
Find towards body.
Only if I'm within 1,000 feet of you.
Find towards body, then stay in the woods.
I found him. He's 6 feet under.
Whoops.
It's missing
Oh,
both
you're
of his,
fine.
15.
missing
fine.
both of
Okay.
his kidneys.
Wait, oh, it's
Survival.
Survival. It's wisdom, so it's 16.
16.
Wait, no, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Survival is wisdom.
17.
I wish
17.
it would
Okay.
be.
Yeah, you have it right down here.
Yeah, I know.
They would've
On
gone by
Wednesday,
now,
the
though.
21st, you make your way back into town. Meanwhile, this gives the planning
So
committee
here?
Plenty of time to
plenty of time to plan. Also to see if you want to kick Lady Nailo off immediately into her adventure, if you want to do that now.
How good are you with lying?
That's fine, but you don't know why.
Actually, that's a good point. Step's like, okay,
You have
tell me 3 things.
Okay.
2 of them need to be truthful.
Oh, we're playing 2 truths and a lie. I love this game.
Except you have to roll for it.
It's not great.
And then one of them has to be a lie.
Okay.
I'm going to try to guess what's what.
Okay.
So, go.
Do I have to roll for them as I say them?
Yes. Don't tell me if they're persuasion or if they're
Deception.
deception.
Just give them an order of 1, 2, 3.
But, okay, actually, don't tell me whatever's not a lie. Just roll for all 3 as if, and then, yeah. Okay, you know what? Brain.
List the questions as 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then the rolls next to them.
Yeah, do that. And then whichever one's the actual deception is, you know, about your character.
I have to think of things now. Don't know what to do, guys.
That's 9 though. Just do like the sky is blue, the ocean is blue, trees
You
are
are blue. He's blue.
That
We're
would
all
be
blue
funny,
together, blue,
except
blue,
I'd
blue.
roll a 1.
You see, he's actually teal. No, he's blue. Dang it!
I think it's just you and Stefan though still. Yeah?
Yeah.
So.
But you don't want to listen in?
Okay. Alright. My name is Lady Nailo.
He's going to roll insight.
Lie!
Okay, that is a 14.
Do I need to roll for this first?
That's the truth, isn't it?
What?
Is that the absolute truth?
No.
Look, it's fun if I know. I just need to know whether or not Stefan figures this out. So, is that the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Is he? Alright.
It's 2 truths and a lie. The lie always comes at the end.
That's what you think.
That's what you think. Also, I hate pickles.
Okay.
I hate pickles.
Lady Nailo hates
Okay.
pickles.
He rolls a 25. Thinks about that one. Is that one true or false?
That one's true.
Okay. Alright.
Are you ready for the last one?
Yes.
I'm secretly 999 years old.
And what is your deception on that one?
Oh, I need to roll for that. Oh, gosh. Okay, 17.
17. He looks at that. Thinks about it. Thinks about it.
He's thinking too long.
Real quick, are you a half elf or a full elf?
I'm full of.
You're a full elf. He's like, Full elves, once they reach a very long life and are reaching the end of their natural lifespan, begin getting odd facial markings. You don't have those. You're younger.
Got Sherlocked!
But that took a minute. I only know that because this one half-elf we know just because blabbering on things every once in a while how she hates elves and her family and stupid weird facial markings and stuff. And anyway.
I feel like I knew a half-elf like that one time.
Don't we all?
Were we all a half elf like that at some point?
Okay. That's pretty good.
I'm a little lost to practice.
I'm sure you'll knock off the rust in no time.
I feel like the party needs to do 2 truths and a lie as a bonding exercise.
I think it would be fun.
Oh, I
Let's
would
do that.
deceive you all.
I love
I would
most
deceive
of
you
you.
all too.
I
Unless-
hate
unless
most of
I
you.
didn't have
I am
one on my
indifferent.
deception.
Which one's true? Frankly, I don't know. It's the last one.
I can
Oh,
cast
okay.
guidance on every one of those too.
I'm a murder hobo, I'm a murder hobo, or I'm a murder hobo.
You better not play.
Okay. So, do we want to send her on her way?
Send her on her merry way.
See ya.
Ha 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 ha.
You can do it, Niles. We believe in you.
What was that face?
I just realized the pun.
See, that 2 truths and a lie would be fun for ladies' night out.
That would. That would.
Because the stuff I could say is for Sarah.
What you could do too, to maybe make it a little smoother, is you have the person roll persuasion for the truths and deception for the lie.
Yeah.
And you match that up against the insight, and whichever numbers are actually closer is going to be on whether or not they believe them or not.
So,
Do you have your will and testament prepared before you go?
No.
That might be something you should look into.
I kind of doubt it.
by the way, are we okay with going a little later to see this off, or do you want to start with that?
I have anywhere to be tomorrow.
I'm going to have to be up early tomorrow.
I'm only dying slowly. It's
Okay,
fine.
let's go.
I mean,
so-
it's
I played
kind of
last night.
up to
What's
you
another
seeing
night
as
of
it's
staying
your
up late?
character, so.
I would love to do this.
All right.
I spent a lot of session just sitting, so now I'm happy.
The rest of us will be playing
So-
2 truths and a lie. I know.
We could give it a go.
Let's do it.
I think poker would be much better, actually.
So,
If that involves money, I'd rather not spend
a
money.
bit of planning go
It's not spending. it's
beforehand.
Need an eye patch.
You figure out your cover story. You are not necessarily well known individually, but your family is well known.
Unfortunately. And also fortunately.
So, either you're going to have to be very good at hiding your identity, or you're just going to be a high profile, I'm a pirate now! And you kind of got to decide if you're going to play into one or the other.
Let's go with Rebel, I'm a pirate now.
Okay. So from what little we know of
Everybody solves all your problems. My mom
the
hates me.
pirate captain,
Buy yourself a new home.
he seems to be valuing power.
Mhm.
So you're figuring out how you're gonna get into that. You got the whole idea pirates play dirty thing in mind.
Yes.
And your family could have power if they're well known. So
They are well known. They
Now-
do have power.
Now the trick is, how are you going to get to the ship?
Rowboat.
There's a small single sail, generally a fishing vessel, but could get used
Two
to far
could
to sea.
take you.
Did you bring
No.
a resume?
Cover letter?
Tide
Letter
has
of
actually said that he can
I'd like to
He can
apply
get
for
you-
this position.
The position
grant you
of
fair
sailor
winds
pirate
to sort of get to
number
where you're gonna go.
I suppose that would work since I can't take anyone
It's
else
not
with
an
me.
interview, it's an audition. Piracy's an art.
Okay, so
have to
you
live in
going
a studio
to
apartment in order to
go off?
I'm going off in a dinghy now. I
All right.
haven't done this
Starfleet
before.
Artist pirate.
My boat is big and huge
Uh,
and gone.
They're gone.
So-
Why is it gone?
It's gone. Why is it gone?
It's in the dinghy.
I see my
All right.
ship. It's right there.
We're tiny hiding behind the pearl.
So at about it takes you about a day and a half
Ugh.
aboard this vessel. You have your parasol with you to avoid sunburn.
Thank goodness.
A little happens anyway, but you're for the most part avoid sunburn. There's a moment where
No.
you kind of have to hide and look like just a derelict, ragged ship floating around from a different pirate ship floating by.
You're
No,
not
no,
the pirate
wrong
ship
one.
I'm looking for.
And
Stop
what
bothering
level
me.
are you?
7.
Okay.
We're gonna go with
Um,
7.
So that's like a okay, got it. So it
Level
goes by you as well.
5.
It's fine. And a while later, you start seeing
I start seeing pretty colors.
you see
There's a lot of stuff.
a
Purple.
ship. It appears to have been destroyed
Purple ship covered in
and
mushrooms.
recreated several times. It has railings that don't
Coming out
match
of
the
a
same
secret
architectural style. The figurehead is just kind of tied on.
Tied
Oh, I got the hick ship. Dang it!
And your ship is definitely noticed by these people. Is there anything you want to do particularly as you are sewn there, as they see your boat?
Yes, I suppose I'll call out to them. Excuse me, hello. Can I get a hand here?
Arg.
Yar and stuff. Help me.
Shiver me timbers.
Okay.
Shivers.
Burn me shivers.
This is so bad.
Oh gosh, you're gonna die.
That's why I said we should send someone who's good at lying.
I'm okay at lying.
How good at lying? Give
I'm
me
okay
a
at
number.
lying. Well,
Let's do a lie off.
on a scale to 1 to 10, it's like 9.
How about a scale of 1 to 20?
You see
20.
a
Roll for
deeply
that, please.
tanned
Roll deception. I don't believe you.
Shh, I need to know what I'm getting into.
half elf,
Ugh,
and
half-breeds.
his he walks up and you see his it has like sort of a deep tan skin, and he looks at you, looks a little closer, and then you see the tan drain from his skin,
Ugh, weird.
and there's a pale gray instead, and he's got these sort of pinkish eye, and he's got like a bright red eye.
Something's wrong with these
What?
people.
Roll a history
Whoa.
check.
I think you picked the wrong boat.
I did not pick the wrong
Roll
one.
a check.
Check.
What did you say? A history check?
Yeah.
Oh, I get things to my history
Did
checks now.
she-
21.
21. He's half drow.
You're having
Oh,
some
weird.
Wait,
He's a half elf, half drow?
No,
drows are elf.
half human, half drow.
Ew, 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 ew. That's even worse.
Don't be racist.
How's that worse than a regular half elf?
Yeah.
Because at least the other half's human.
What do you mean?
He,
No,
po-
I mean the other half's
he points
an
at
actual
you,
elf.
and you hear a.
Drows are actual elves.
Rude.
Drow, wood elf, high elf.
Hi, He points at you, and you hear his voice in your
Use you,
mind.
Ocean
Dark
Dark elf.
What are you
technically that's
doing
what drow are.
aboard mine?
Dark elf.
Near my
Bad
ship.
elves.
Well, technically I'm not aboard yet.
No, not.
And I am
The spooky
Good
guys
for
from the Shadow
looking
Elf.
for someone.
Shadow Kai.
Eladrin.
Elijah is the one.
Yeah,
Looks at you again.
Eladrin are cool.
Who are you looking for?
Some
Pirates, yar.
pirate captain
Wait, do we work for the
Pharaoh
frog
something or other.
Pirates are the frog captain.
This is the Feral Magus.
Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
Why?
I was scared that she found the manhunt for a second there.
This is the manhunt. We're only looking for men.
Ooh.
Men. You're not one. Ew.
Better grab the belt.
How about this? Oh, well, come right aboard.
Why did you not take the belt?
I
That
don't
would've
have
been
it.
a-
Sue has it.
Sue,
true.
you idiot.
That would have been a good infiltration.
That would have been a really
Sue.
great disguise.
She technically doesn't know what it is.
Dweeb.
She doesn't know what it is.
Are you done?
You gonna keep insulting Sue?
By the way, what is
Are
this
you
belt
happy
you guys keep on
insulting
talking
other
about?
characters?
What?
Are
What
you
is this
bored?
belt? Because I don't think I was
It's
here
a
for
gender
Belt
spell,
of change gender.
Yeah, I was
which would have been a
you guys got
really
it.
great disguise.
That would have been. Bummer.
If you had
Since
said something
2020.
about it 10 minutes ago, it would have been fine. But you were off having a conversation with the dwarf and your girlfriend.
Okay, fine.
No retcon.
You were there.
No retcon.
Okay.
It's too late. It's too late.
It's too late.
It makes it more exciting this way for the rest of us because we don't. Our lives are not the line.
Susan
Thanks, guys.
looks at
That's
you.
why I suggested somebody who's good at
Why
lying
do
to
you
survive
want
something like that.
to find me?
Listens to the only person.
Well, I have been
Job is to
looking for
lie.
some pirates, and in particular, I'm looking for a scurvy crew. See, I've had some troubles at home, and
So
I
I had
just
some trouble
really
with my
need
car.
to beat something out.
Where are you from?
I am, well, technically from Feywood.
I'm a Taiga. It's the continent.
Yes.
So, not from Rakanto.
No.
Okay. He's going to
I
take
could be if you wanted me to.
Who looks at that? You're the wrong kind of elf for that. Thanks. Alright. Come on up.
But guys, think of this. This could be a good way. If he's half drow, then he could have connections to the Underdark. I could be on something here, guys.
So you come. So as you're led up onto the ship, ladder's lowered down for
Oh
you.
my
You
gosh,
climb up.
Micah. What is wrong with you?
He steps forward, and
We're going home now.
Okay.
and you see the skin changes back to the more more less racially prejudiced against half elf variety. Comes up and is like, okay. So what do you do? Why should I want you here?
Well, mostly I fight things, I kill things, services may be useful, but of course, my specialty is in killing mages.
He takes 3 steps back, and several of his pirates take a few steps forward. Interesting. Do you have any magical abilities yourself?
A few.
Demonstrate.
Punch him.
Don't use Misty Step.
Cast fist.
No, I'm not gonna use that yet.
Cast fist.
Do you have like prestidigitation?
Do you have?
By the way, this is like a day and a half later, so you're back up to
yeah, I have all my
okay,
stuff.
cool.
Use a cantrip.
Cast.
I have a
No,
cantrip.
you.
Oh, I have chill touch. I'm gonna use that.
You could use it on the crew members.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Die.
It does some sort of damage, I just can't remember why.
Chill touch
Yeah.
is necrotic.
Micah knows everything. Micah, what does it do?
Chill touch does necrotic damage. It's a ranged spell attack.
And you do need a target though, right?
Yes, it is a target, and on a hit, that creature cannot regain hit points until your next turn. And if they're undead, they also have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Okay.
A spectral skeletal hand appears
It's
on them and goes.
a handy goes.
It goes like right there, a little lower.
It's like Mage Hand, but creepier.
Yeah. It's the mage hand that gives you creepy massages. You're like, I don't feel comfortable.
Okay. So you cast it on somebody.
Yeah, I'll target one of the crew members that stepped forward.
Okay. Does he have to make a save or anything?
It's a ranged spell attack. She has to roll.
Oh, so make your attack.
And that was not amazing.
I know chill touch because I have it.
16.
16.
Mhm.
Yeah, that hits him no problem. And does it do any damage, or is it just he can't regain hit points?
No, it does deal damage. It does necrotic damage. I don't remember the damage
I feel like
dice
it's a
off the top of my head.
D6.
You could just do like a D4
I feel like it's a D6.
if you
It's-
don't really
it's-
want to kill him.
It's a big one.
Is it a big one?
It is a big one. It
Is
is
it a D10?
2d8 because you're at least 5th level,
Ah.
right?
Okay.
Not in Wizard.
Not in wizard, she's not.
It just counts your total level.
Oh,
for
it
her
does?
Spells, yeah.
Do you choose to do full damage then?
You can't
14.
choose
Oh,
not
no.
to.
14.
Oh, because it's a cantrip.
No,
right.
because
the guy
it's not a melee.
drops down. He's got
Melee
2
attack
hit
is the only
points
way
left.
you can
It's
like
good.
do non-lethal damage.
Well, no, I was thinking like with the spell you
And
can cast it at
roll a
lower
percentile.
levels to do less
Ah!
damage.
I don't want to do that.
Unless you're a warlock, then it's always at full blast.
That's true.
43.
That's something I
43.
didn't know for a bit
43.
playing a warlock, and then I read that. I'm
You
like,
lose a
oh.
level 1 spell slot.
Whoa!
It's just like as it was cast for me. There's sparks as they shine off your body.
Whoa!
Looks you. Interesting.
I don't know how that happened.
Wait, what just happened?
Oh, that one's from me. It's a bit of a effect around.
Counterspell.
I don't like his voice.
So that means you do have some actual spells, and you didn't just learn a cantrip or 2.
No.
So you're a fighter and a spell slinger.
Yes.
Kill the spell swingers.
Interesting.
Double standard.
Is it League Cycle?
You have to know your enemy to fight it.
Oh,
Switch
I
from your
know
guard.
that very well.
Which is why you're about to die.
How much do you know about
How much do you weigh?
politics?
Politics?
Much.
Quite a bit,
I am the
actually.
embodiment of politics. Politics
Do
are
you
just
ever
all
want
about
to
laws,
just
and laws are basically contracts. I know it.
Make a little chaos?
Of course.
Yep. Chaos is bad for business.
You might help me with the rival.
That's a
all
very
yours.
good idea.
You can take over that ship for
Okay, are you actually interested in that part, or are you...
Yeah.
Roll persuasion.
That could actually be useful.
And the last part.
11.
I've lost focus.
11. Follow me. He summons one of his bigger, beefier guys to stand guard with him.
Someone who won't die.
Don't touch me.
So he walks off to the front of the ship,
Okay.
and
Follow.
you see
Jason's you.
the figurehead sort of turns around, pulled on the ropes that's tied to you,
Oh.
and you see it's a sort of a rough wooden carving of a tiefling woman.
Oh. Okay.
And she is ripped.
She's like so buff.
Oh, okay. I see how it is now. Nope, none of that here.
In the Bay District of Rakanto, there's a bit of a safe haven for people who aren't desirable to the main town. A race refuge, if you will.
That's racist.
That's racist.
It's very racist. A guard, Captain Kaiden, went on a raid for
That's fascist.
dark magics against evil, bloodthirsty cults that had risen up in the area. There was no cult. They just wanted an excuse to purge the city. Harmony was taken by him. She was tortured until she confessed for crimes she didn't commit and was executed.
For other crimes she did commit.
So I left, and one day I'm sailing back to Rakanto. I'm going to find Captain Kaiden. I'm going to plant a glyph of warding in his neck.
Like the Suicide Squad.
And I'm going to give him one answer. To fight me like a man, or I'll blow his head off.
Excuse me, Captain, that's a question, not an answer.
So,
Sounds reasonable to me.
You cast insect plague inside of him.
Oof.
Devora would like to know your location. Also, my room just called. It wants its idea back. Seriously, I just killed a bug that crawled on my finger. Anyway, so fingernail. Okay. Anyway, so if you can help me get power to go back there and face him before I lose my mind.
Yeah, I kind of noticed
Before
that
it's
part.
completely gone.
So next week.
You may have noticed the little slip up you had with your spell.
Yes.
That happens to me constantly. I have great luck so far, but weird things happen. I can't control this power, but I need more to face him. But it seems that the more I get, the more I lose. So,
How can I help you get more power? Infinite power.
find me targets. Also,
Don't have the best investigation.
keep out for dissension in the ranks. You're under suspicion too. I suspect there's a few new captains, and I wonder if any of them are taking a cut from Rakanto.
I guess we don't know anything like that yet.
Not yet, but keep your ear close to the ground.
It's pretty far away.
Okay, look, lady, semantics. Basically,
Like literally and figuratively.
here's how this goes. Captain Borovic the manhunt.
There's down.
I
Why I'm not there.
hate that man for
Oh, it's a
many
man.
reasons.
That's disappointing.
Man-seeking man for a pirate relationship.
Dang it, I got distracted. I'm sorry.
He seems to hunt for sport. He has no purpose.
Ranger.
Should have gone with him.
Roscoe Miller of the Bladed Betrayal is new,
Ooh.
dedicated to the cause,
Because you look interesting.
but I don't know why.
Which one, the bladed one or the ranger guy?
Siren. Who names their boat after themselves? I mean, really. She's not that hot.
Narcissist.
A little blank between the eyes, if you ask me.
Is it Captain Miranda? No, I'm kidding.
Forkno the Fierce.
I've heard of him.
What have you heard?
He's a guy.
The guy.
I honestly can't remember. Stefan said something I totally forgot.
Say this out loud. Stefan said something.
That son of a goat!
What? We have a leak.
I know. Player can't remember what happened. I
Blue
just remember
Dragonborn.
Yes, he's red, right?
Blue dragon.
Blue. Frick, I was thinking about the Dragonborn from earlier.
It's the captain of the Heartless Head.
Yes. Stefan's like, oh crap, he's dead. Well, I'm free.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no.
You're never free, Stefan.
He's sort of an interesting honor-bound type of pirate to the letter of the law.
He's mine.
Why?
He's ours.
Then there's Hell's Hurricane with Captain Gar Greenbeard.
Hey, there's another Gar.
That little
I
psycho
have to play Gar when we do that.
can just tie an anvil around his feet and go take a swim. Ideally, if you could take that swim with Captain Dench, she scares me.
I like this guy.
She recently got some reinforcements
He's nuts
from
and
the
he's
island.
like, this guy's psycho.
Apparently,
When
the
I'm the
orcs on,
crazy one.
on folklore had some type of
Immediately falls
revolt, and
into
they all
psychotic
joined
laughter and
her with some
accidentally blows up the
religious fervor. So,
Goes into a coffee.
Yeah.
Casts fireball.
Captain
No,
Xing Shi,
You cast
Chinese?
Chinese laughter on him.
yeah, she,
What class do you think they are?
you said your family was known and you had some issues with them.
Yes, I don't really want to talk about it.
She might take issue with you on principle.
So be it.
All the better to not
Also, you seem to be a fiery woman, and she doesn't like competition.
She can suck it.
And then there's one guy I kind of like. From the Conjurer's Caravel,
No!
Captain Namfoodle Fernie.
What?
That's just a fun name.
Who is this?
He's a gnome.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you think I'm hard to talk to, he's not all there anymore.
No warlock by any chance?
Only speaks deep.
Please.
And finally, we have Captain Tuala Koamalu.
Koala?
It's a koala
He
guy.
was one of those ones.
Captain Koala
A druid.
Coca-Cola.
How much do you know how druids are supposed to work? Okay, screw everything you know. This man is not right in the head. I think maybe his father didn't love him, or his mother, and maybe he was picked on by the rest of his
Or
family.
his mother, father.
Or maybe I'm just projecting. I don't know.
Sweet.
Tell me about it.
Gar Greenbeard's not the druid?
No.
Oh.
No.
He's the barbar.
And then the Crimson Queen herself, Miranda.
Yeah. Eat her.
Eat her.
You know, she's alright until she decides she doesn't like you. I can't quite get a read on what she's doing or why she does it. She seems to be a free spirit, you know?
Just chaotic.
Riding the waves for destiny. But she sort of's got some type of dark past or something.
Don't we
I
all?
don't know. There was a Ramazuthrax. And I don't know what's going on with him. His crew hasn't been making contact with us. That's not uncommon.
What?
What's wrong with him?
Got the big yeet.
What?
He got chucked off a cliff, and he would have tanked the fall, but Pegasus kicked him on the way down. Pegasus paid for it, though.
Oh, what an idiot.
Hey, the barbarian nearly ate it, too.
And the cleric.
And the cleric.
Suckers.
Half the team nearly... Okay, look. We almost had a TPK.
I was fine.
No, I said almost.
Yeah.
You were fine.
I was fine.
Yeah, anyway.
Fine.
And now I get to turn into a superhero.
So, I don't know what Miranda deals with or why she does. It seems that she'd rather be partying it up on the land with politicians and cutting them down one by one, but instead she's down here with us.
That's what my character in Brings now is going to turn into.
Nice.
I wonder what it would take to take her down.
Oh, it would take
Uh,
manpower, coordination, motivation,
Nice.
maybe an inside man.
It's in me.
How convenient!
I don't do it!
I volunteer as tribute.
Inside man. Maybe an outside man.
No, I'm kidding.
Alright.
Backdoor man.
So far I've been
Backdoor man.
open
A
with
male
you.
man. Trapdoor man.
Surprisingly so.
So,
Fireman.
Give me the manual.
one
Are you starting the village people
One
over here?
big detail and two final questions for you to be one of us.
We only eat
Young
crickets
man.
here.
Look, I don't know what you do in a high society, but keep your French cuisine out of this.
You want an omelet?
First things first, why turn against your family?
They don't like me. I don't like them. And the best way to get back at them is to make them look bad.
Oh, so they have a name you want to drag through the mud?
Sort of.
What's that name?
Stoneguard.
Oh, I kind of want to make it up.
No, say Stoneguard.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Because every Torrent.
Doris!
I don't know who you're talking about.
Doris is not Stoneguard.
It's not.
It's Stoneward.
A Stoneward.
Stoneward.
You could use Yggdrasil's last name.
Which would be funny,
Except your character doesn't know
except
Yggdrasil.
Nilo doesn't know.
Yeah.
For a second, I
Who's
thought
last
that
name?
Gregor was giving us all the finger.
Oh!
Ah,
So many
I got it.
decisions. Whose name do I use? Oh, that's a rough name. No, I'm not using Sue's name. She's my friend. Oh, I really want to use Torrent's name now. He's
Well,
so mean.
You can't stand like this forever,
Five.
because there is a real time.
No, that's fine. That's
Four.
fine.
3.
It's Stoneward.
Roll deception check.
I'm gonna fail this one so bad. I just feel it. Yes. Ben.
Oh.
What is it?
Nat one.
Faulkner fought the Stoneward boy a while ago. We talked about it over tea. Alright, you know Stoneward. Meanwhile, the guy behind you's drawing his sword. He knows about the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
What's your game?
Oh.
Oh.
Huh? Oh.
Well, I thought it would be funny because he's dead now.
Roll deception.
No. Please be a nat 20.
That was.
I really
That's
wish
getting better. That's a 6.
I really wish that was a nat.
Wow.
Why didn't we send somebody better at lying?
We had a
Nobody else
report on
wanted
his
to go.
I
movements
wanted to go, but
just the other day. You were apparently quite fine with the two of you.
Hmm?
You didn't kill him's what I was saying. Last
You done goof.
call, Birdie.
2 lies and a truth.
That's 2 truths and a lie. You're playing the game wrong.
I would have been fine. My dice betrayed me.
You lummox.
Yeah,
Somewhere
kinda.
in the background, Stefan's like, I feel like face palming, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Play dirty. Play dirty.
Burning hands, abort.
Just burn the whole ship down.
Misty step into the water.
I don't know if I could actually use that at the moment right now. Oh! Wait, are we out on the deck still?
On the deck, yes.
There we go. It's all better. It's all good.
Your little
Just
like
broke some
dinghy
metal,
has been
that's all.
pulled aboard as like a.
I know, I'm just thinking, I want to move somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where I want to move on the
Force
ship.
this back together.
Give him a hug, then cast fireball.
Kiss him.
You guys are all
Eat
thinking
him.
of the wrong character.
Eat him.
This is good.
Just say hi. My name's Spricket. Have you seen my friend
I'm
Tony?
going to
Look
use
like
my
this.
Misty Step to get up to a different position that's preferably higher.
Cool.
You're gonna die.
He's
No,
going to
not.
counterspell.
Ooh! Fancy.
What level is your Misty Step at, basically?
It's a racial.
Okay, so it's
fifth
gonna.
step.
I'm gonna take that. That's
I can look it up.
yeah. What level is the spell?
It's like 3rd or 4th.
What races are you?
An Adrid elves.
Because it actually might say what level you know it at.
I don't think so. I think it just says Phase Step, and it's a racial spell. It says Phase Step. It's like Misty Step. You can do it once per day.
Let me.
Do you cast Misty Step?
No.
Is that what it is?
No, it is Misty Step, but it's under a different name. It's called
Okay.
Phase
Because
Step
it's
because
because
it's
it's
a
based
racial.
on Fey magic.
Oh.
So you just use it once.
Micah's gonna look up the thing because Micah knows everything.
I do know everything, or rather, I know where I can find it. It's like I have the sages.
It's not
feet.
even a spell.
Misty Step.
No, Misty
It's
Step.
just called Phase Step. As a
Fey
bonus
teleportation.
action, you magically teleport.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
a trait.
phase step.
It's
Oh.
not.
So
It's like Misty Step.
I thought
Okay.
it was saying
It isn't Misty Step.
phase step.
It is
No.
magical,
So
but it's
It is
not.
not a spell.
but it's not a spell, so you
I
can't
don't
counterspell
cast
that.
it. I just.
Okay.
Just wait
do
before I
it.
break
In that
the
case,
chains.
Where?
Come on, man.
What's the range on that?
I
30
think it's
feet.
30 feet.
Okay.
Fun. It's fun while it lasts.
Okay. So where are you going to?
More sustenance.
If we're just on the deck,
Okay.
then I would like to move to wherever the wheel is,
Okay.
so I can get a better view of the rest of the ship.
Okay. You can get like about half. So you're currently up on the front part of the ship, so that's gonna be up on the back deck of the ship.
Okay.
So you can get about almost there, but you have to go up the stairs for that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I'm gonna give some chase music.
Oh dear.
So you is that teleport you do, or do you have movement too?
It's just a bonus action, so.
Okay, so you have your movement.
Yeah, I still have movement. I have 30 more feet of movement.
All right, so
I'm
you're able to
walking.
run up to the ship's wheel.
Give it a swing. Turn the ship around.
Well, it's not really what I want to do right now.
Also, what kind of Eladrin elf are you?
What do you mean, what kind?
There were different versions.
There's one.
No, there's more to it.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There.
You're Eladrin?
Yeah.
You haven't been showing your emotion qualities.
What emotion qualities?
There's more to Eladrin than just elf with Misty Step.
That's not what I read.
You aren't awesome! Why aren't you being awesome?
Wait, are you using the DMG Eladrin that has the Misty Step?
She's not using the amazing Eladrin.
Because they're associated with one of the 4 seasons.
Yeah,
they get
I know.
fancy stuff. They affect their mood. And when you Phase Step,
Oh,
you get
that.
extra stuff depending on your...
I know.
So what kind
So
of
what
are
are
you?
you?
I haven't
Autumn,
decided
winter,
yet.
spring.
What? You what? No!
Yes.
I'm gonna say you're either.
Well,
I looked at it and I was like, oh, I'll
Peace,
finish
goodwill,
this later. And then I forgot about it.
contemplation, cheerfulness, or boldness and aggression.
She's summer.
Summer?
She's summer.
Summer.
You guys can't pick that for me.
Well, I mean, it's a little too late at this point because
Each
you didn't pick it for
creature you
yourself.
see within
I
5 feet of you
forgot
takes
about
fire
it.
damage equal to your charisma modifier if you were summoned.
I was making a decision, and I had to pick my alignment first, and I didn't do that
Okay.
for a little while.
If you don't decide in 10 seconds, you're rolling a d4.
I'm gonna roll a d4.
Okay.
Also, Summer just fits her personality.
Okay,
better
so
than
basically
Summer.
it's 1 is the top one, 2 is the second one, blah, blah, blah.
Autumn.
1.
You're Autumn. Peace and goodwill.
Sweet.
Peace and goodwill towards man and all that.
That's funny.
Up to 2 creatures of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed for you by a minute.
Ooh, I kind of like that actually.
Charmed by a minute?
Is it a...
But by you for a minute.
Is a wisdom save, is it based on her charisma
Hold on.
save DC type of thing?
Yes, it's charisma.
The DC is 8 plus proficiency plus charisma.
What would that be for you?
13.
Great. Write that down. There's 2 guys kind of near you. That guy saves. That guy also saves.
Okay, so this charisma is terrible. Why did we let you do this?
Nobody
Alright.
really stopped me.
So you're up at the ship's wheel. What are you doing?
I don't know anymore.
Break off the helm and throw it into the water.
I'm too tired for this.
I've chosen poorly. So Tor, how do you like our brilliant plan
Autumn.
of sending an unfinished character
Autumn.
with the lowest charisma out of all of us?
What's your charisma
Even
ability score? No, the ability score itself.
The ability score is a 10.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, lowest charisma.
I mean, that's something we really should have thought about beforehand.
You guys are really terrible.
I thought
at
about
this.
before we second round.
That is true. You were saying-
I was like, wait, shouldn't we-
we?
How good are you at lying?
Anyway,
I
So
said
what
it
are you
was
doing?
fine.
And then Stefan's like, oh no, she's cool. It's like,
Oh,
okay.
dear. Well, what are you doing?
Stefan's
Oh,
a lovable idiot.
right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Stefan too.
I have a really stupid plan, but that's like all of my plans.
More
so
stupid?
it's fine.
Not even a finished character.
what you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
To
I'm
be
going to
fair,
stand up.
there were times I've
And
made
I'm
alternate
using my
elves, and
platform
depending on where you
because
go
I
on
want
the
to yell
internet,
at
it
them.
actually doesn't give you a lot of this information.
Really?
You
Like,
may
there's
or
one
may
where
not
it
have
just
heard
does
of me,
give
but my
you-
family's name is Nailo, and I wish to disgrace them before all eternity.
Roll persuasion.
It actually gives you Misty Step, and it doesn't give you
18.
all the
18.
fancy versions. Let's see if I can find it.
Okay. The captain looks up at you. You should have led with that, birdie.
I don't always make the wisest decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding. Alright, fine. 2 trials, you're in, but we're watching you.
Fine.
Bring out the prisoner.
Bring
Oh
forth
no!
the springing.
I don't want to repeat what happened that one time. Oh, it was so bad.
What one time?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
This is
Okay.
the old James Bond moment.
Oh boy.
Or Jason Bourne. That's what I was thinking.
Jason Bond.
Jason Bond.
They pull out
Springing.
a man,
Okay.
hood, cloaked.
Okay.
It's a.
It's a springing.
What was that?
It was a springing.
You weren't there for that. Okay. Alright. There's a man. He's in a sort of a blood red cloak.
Yes, so this one wasn't
He has a human skull tied to his belt. Hey, look, guys.
Oh my
I know
gosh,
we
it's
understand
Jack.
we're onto a bit of a wrong lead here,
I
but
can't kill
I
Jack!
think we can agree.
I can't kill Jack! No!
I
Player
think,
can't kill Jack!
I think we can agree. Look, necromancy's on its way up, but look, I can clone you. I can like resurrect you.
Oh,
Look,
it's
you
our
want a zombie?
necromancer
I
friend,
can
never
make you a
mind.
zombie. Not a zombie. Not a fan of zombies. You know what? That's cool. We're fine. I can do other things like.
Who is this blithering idiot?
Oh, hey, look. You may not know me, but I'm a fantastic guy. I'm just a wonderful person.
No, I don't know you.
My name's John, and I'm from the mainland, and
Guy who resurrected Idris.
We
made
chopped
the
off
phone.
Rose's leg!
Oh,
Remember
right.
that? I wouldn't know that.
Your character wasn't there. So you
listen,
can kill
listen.
no problem.
I don't care.
We've had a little bit of a miscommunication, I think. I'm sure I can help you guys. Kork looks on this guy. This man plays with powers that shouldn't be touched. And that's coming from me.
He uses dark magic.
It's not necessarily the darkness itself that concerns me. It's power is power. Just, keep an eye on yourself, maybe.
What are you, a nose lover?
However, it's his blatant disregard for the dangers of his power.
Did you truly a walking blatant disregard for your power?
I didn't ask to be born. He just says that, by the way.
Yes, you made this way.
This character breaks the fourth wall.
What do you want me to do?
As much as you know he's doing it. You go.
Gladly.
I can't kill this character.
I would like to take
Tired,
my
it's too great.
sword
Too
and I
great
would
to
like
bring
to
to
run
this
him
world.
through.
You're aligned
All
now
right.
shifts to evil.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, why?
That one.
It's a 2.
You take,
9.
you take the sword. Hang on. No. You take the sword and you throw it over to the. And ding, a little hair upset. It's like, dear, for a second you had me scared there.
Now is when you run him through for
Second
dramatic
attack.
effect.
One.
Shouldn't he just be prone? This should be
Critical
so much
fail.
easier.
Critical fail. Critical.
I can just give
Critical
myself
fail.
advantage.
Critical fail.
Yeah.
There you go.
Crit.
Okay.
That
20.
advantage though.
Roll that damage.
Whoa! Why do I have to roll damage?
For a second there, you had me worried. That
That is so perfect.
that's great.
I would like to cast dramatic effect for free.
Oh.
I'd like to use my free action.
15.
15. All right. All right. For a second, I mean, that was my kidney. Oh, I kind of needed that there. Look, hey, we can still talk this out. Look, if you ever have a funeral,
Why is
I
he
can
still talking?
I can clone you. It's
to
cool.
use my
It's
free
just
action
like
to
I just
give
need
him
like
the
an inch
finger.
of flesh from you and like a lot of money. So if there's a finger you don't like.
Why is he still talking?
Cut out his tongue.
We can
Worst
stop.
execution ever.
19.
Okay, that hits.
Rolling damage again. This is gonna take too long. 10.
I've seen first mates die faster, and they were insulted to death.
10 damage. He's starting to look really bad.
This is so
Corpse
much
just kinda
slower
sitting
than
there.
I want it to be.
Watching. Okay, look. Hey, look. You want to come back to life? I'll waive the fee. Okay, I can make that happen. Look, I got friends I can talk to. I got
Friends at low places.
Crit again.
Okay,
Is that supposed to double damage or something? Or are you doing
you rolled dice twice.
That's twice. It's
17.
better than double.
17. You take the sword and you carve it deep into his neck. You're like, okay, look. Hey,
double damage?
I've talked to guys.
It's worse
Look,
until that one
Orcus,
when you roll max damage on your first
Nomus,
roll. You're like,
Clyde, Sailor, look, if you want to talk to somebody, I can make it happen.
Clyde.
And that was a 17 plus things to hit.
Yes.
Our only access to Clyde.
we need to keep him alive. We must get in contact with Clyde.
Yeah.
13.
13 damage. Okay, with a final
We give
stab.
Clyde the
Is he
McGuffin.
dead yet?
Falls off.
Yes.
All in favor?
I totally missed
We're
it. I just
sidetracking
killed
the
the
plot.
guy.
We're giving Clyde the McGuffin.
So his body slumps to the floor, and Korg looks at him.
For the good of the universe.
All right, bring out the jar. And a jar's pulled out.
Jar.
I just thought of like
Jar.
my heart.
Jar.
And you hear a
Big
Jar.
and it breaks open, and there's a viscous goo.
Ugh.
Honestly, I was half
Ew.
expecting it to be Spriggan.
I was half expecting a Weefo that was not spricking.
And it's the same dude again, a bit younger, naked.
Ah!
Oh, he
Layer
cloned
sweet
himself.
Oh, hey guys,
Ah!
got some pants it's like a bar,
Why
maybe
is
I
he
don't
still
know,
alive?
of course, this is the problem I have with people who just play with this.
This man never ends.
Should.
Madness never ends.
So come on, finish the job.
Is he fully like materialized now?
Oh, he's fully materialized. A little bit younger, very naked, very slimy.
Ah!
And he's like ripped, dude. He's like, no, he is scrawny.
Ah!
We might say he's skin and bones.
Ugh.
Murder.
Fine, I'm just gonna attack him again.
You don't need that alignment, do you?
No, not really.
I mean, you are all about peace and goodwill after
20
all.
something.
Alright, you hit.
Just trying to give. It's all good intention to try to put
12.
him at peace.
Okay.
Rest in peace. Gosh darn it.
19.
Yeah.
More damage. 10 damage. Ah, this is so not fun.
What kind of weapon do you have?
Longsword.
You need a better alignment of them. You're gonna have. If you want murdering somebody in cold blood to be fun, then you should change your alignment.
Okay. And with that, you just carve through his torso, and he drops to the ground.
Yeah, there's only
They
3
pull
alignments.
out
that
another
actually
jar.
That was the last jar. And we don't think he has the funds to have another one of those hanging around. Fingers crossed.
He did. Oh, he did.
This is
Meanwhile-
still there?
Both
Elsewhere in
bodies
the
are
world
there,
behind
yeah.
the waterfall.
I want to keep the skull.
Okay.
Which one?
What is your alignment, by the way?
Rather, what was your alignment?
What was my alignment? Well, it's written down as neutral good, but that's not what it is.
So what's your alignment?
It's a neutral evil.
Okay, yeah, you're
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Yay, Team Evil.
Yeah.
Final step.
See?
How do you feel about needles?
Don't do drugs.
Depends.
He's wearing, sort of similar to, like, I guess, Buddhist robes,
Okay.
where it comes up one shoulder, and then he has, like, some, like, pants that are kind of bound at the ankles,
You know, crap.
and so his tattoo is fully exposed.
Ah.
Several of the other pirates,
Crap.
those who are wearing shirts, kind of pull them to the side to reveal the tattoo.
Wow.
Some of the other pirates who are not wearing shirts or are wearing less, just either display it a bit more, kind of lower whatever article clothing to reveal the
Are
tattoo.
any of them branded or they all have tattoos?
Everyone on this ship has tattoos.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
Except
good to
for
know. actually.
you. And
Not
the dead
yet.
man.
The dead man.
Everyone
Another
here.
question. Am I the only
Plural
girl on
count
the
and
ship?
dead
No,
man.
there are several.
Oh,
women.
thank goodness.
Same man, but there's 2 of them.
I was a little worried there.
So, we're all together in this. You get the tattoo if you join.
We're all in this together. Sorry. Of course.
Well, let's get that started.
Yeah.
This will only hurt a lot.
Few minutes.
So not ready for this.
Hammer.
as
Little ink on
a
Why?
I mean,
Why?
you can do that.
a
You don't want to.
What
It's
is it?
gone now.
What is it?
What is it?
a green dragonborn comes out from underneath the ship.
I don't know what
Built
that
the ship.
means.
From underneath the ship.
It's a Leviathan.
He
Sea
has
monster.
several needles, and he has a
Oh, this
bowl
is gonna be
of red
so
dye.
bad. They don't have electric tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh no! I hate this already.
So
What?
takes you into
Heat up the
a side of the ship where there's kind of less
Which
people
sounds
around.
funny, but you don't know why.
I'm not following.
There's a few pirates
It's
who
all
are
pains, so pains,
here just kind of
pains.
watching. Cork walks by, he smacks all the guys. Like, get out. Get
Ah!
out.
My beautiful, almost really self-conscious about.
You hold your shirt to the side. I want to make a con save.
A con save. You immediately go down.
I don't want to.
You just faint.
No!
What is it?
So many ones this session.
Wow.
Not a good.
This is not going well
All
for
from
me.
her.
And me.
And you, well.
So, the Dragonborn gets his needles ready. Moment he makes contact, you're like, oh, that's cold. Shut up. Boom. And he smacks with the little mallet. Ow!
Ow!
Oh.
I haven't even touched you yet.
This is intense.
2
And
hours?
prick, 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 prick.
That's how it works when you don't have
No, I guess that makes sense, yeah.
because otherwise it's just going like
Really
this
fast.
really fast. But you can do tattoos in your own bedroom if you just.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like,
One of the
I don't want to talk about it. Anyway.
Gotta
one of the
get
women
one
is
of those new gas-powered tattoo guns.
It's like a jacket.
One
I know,
of the
just
women is
retro
laughing
staple gun.
kind of hysterically at this. Some time goes by. You are kind of gripping the railing as this is out.
I should have eaten before this happened.
Make another con save.
Oh, that was so much better. Oh, that was a 22.
Okay. Now that the initial ow is over, you're now like
You're tanking it.
tanking it a bit more. You're
I
Because
am
you-
a fighter.
You take
I am
you
a
I'm a
are
big
red.
girl. I'm a big girl. I'm a big like so buff.
I
Like
do like metal.
I've tasted metal. Is that normal?
Tastes
so he's gotten the outline done by this point. He's starting. He's
No
kind of into the fill.
There was no stenciling first. I'm not happy.
I smell
I'm
smoke.
not
I
gonna
think
pay
I'm
for
having a
this.
He was like, "Relax. I've done the tattoo for every single person here,
That doesn't make me feel better.
except me. I can't really get tattoos.
Ha ha ha.
Was he like painted on?
It's
and then-
painted on.
Why didn't they brand him?
Because have you tried to brand a lizard?
Not recently, no.
The marking doesn't come through as
Have you?
well. Also,
Avoids the question.
Well, actually, the real question is: do dragons shed their scales?
there was
Which
actually
is painted
so.
makes sense.
Oh, you weren't there for that. At the forge, 2 lizards crawled into my punch tank and died, and they did get hit with hot metal on the way in. Granted, they were dead, so they didn't have a chance to
Yeah.
scar. But cooked rotten lizard doesn't smell good. Also,
rotten
the heart I made for Hannah Mayer for graduation has been quenched in the blood of dragons or lizards, whatever.
So,
Nice.
So some more time goes by as he's going through the fill. I want you to make one more concept.
And if you fail it, the tattoo doesn't come out very well.
this isn't Nailo. This is
You don't
just me
take the
really
tattoo, your
unhappy
skinner
about
checks
this.
The tattoo.
You flinch and he gets his.
It's like, oh, dang it, you made me
No,
misspell
can
mine.
I want to substitute that one.
Is that one?
Yeah.
You pass out. For giggles and
I'm a
hands.
big girl. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl.
Is that blood?
You come to a little while later.
With nothing.
Ow! Outside of the red ink that was used, it's kind of red and swollen because fresh tattoo.
Hey, at least I can't go out in the sun for a little while. This is good.
There's one of the female pirates is by you. She's like, so,
Equal opportunity.
you alright?
Yes.
Trademark.
Yeah, not everyone handles needles
Red
very
Raven
well.
Pirates have
I
equal
thought I would be
opportunity.
fine, but apparently.
Look,
requested drugs.
Get punched in the face, ow, that hurts, whatever. But like paper cuts, little needle pokes,
Paper.
those hurt way more than they should, don't they?
You know, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, okay,
What
well,
questions do you drink grog?
Captain wants to talk to you.
Okay.
If you say yes, they don't hurt you because you're weak.
So you head out there?
Yes.
Correct answer was wrong.
Heading up. I'm gonna have to alter your character art and give you a tattoo now.
Are you gonna? Never mind. Never mind.
Who needs clothes?
So you come
Very
up
low cut dress.
and say,
Ew.
so, you've come through the initiation.
Initiation is killing some guy twice and getting a tattoo.
Surprisingly, the hard part was the
They
test
actually
with it.
have the original guy kept in the cell, constantly making duplicates of himself so they can test everyone.
That's so rude!
One of them escaped, and that's the one that's on our island.
It's
But
genius.
So
It's actually genius.
the same test for everyone.
So here's the thing.
He gets enough of a cut so he can
Okay,
make
show
more
me the
clones.
thing.
We're gonna keep an eye out on new developments.
Okay.
We see a target.
You clone yourself.
We
Put
go
yourself up
for it.
murder. Or did you kill? Is that
Obviously.
murder?
Now, outside of just pulling your family name through the mud,
Which is still murder.
what's your short-term goal? You know, some of us captains, we like to
you just
indulge
become
our
an
crew
adventurer.
a bit.
Big breed.
Got
Do
your
that?
own.
Really?
You got your
Check
own
for
rivalry
traits.
to pass on. You got your own little vendetta.
Captain Moran.
It all
But I
has to
can
go
jump that
through
far.
me.
I
But
think there was this really annoying soldier that I left behind on an island.
go on.
That I happened to pretend to kill, but
Well, see, and there's also this blue man that really bothers me a lot.
Go
All
on.
of them.
Okay, that's fair. They are missing body parts.
Hey! This guy's my mate.
someday I'm gonna make a blue creature that has no arms and legs and is a spellcaster. Just
So a
because
seahorse?
that's- What?
A seahorse?
Sure.
Do it.
A possessed seahorse. No. What is it called?
Dude,
Awakened seahorse.
Air
Yeah.
Genasi. They get to start with levitate, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So
Once per day.
he has no arms and legs and just moves around with levitate.
Well, I would say you still have to like pull yourself along. It just makes you float.
So he's a warlock. He uses Eldritch Blast to push himself around.
So he can blow himself around.
I missed all the context of that, so all I saw was you turn around and go.
Alright.
I
So,
thought you summoned a mosquito.
no,
I
I
just
do
thought
that
that was some
passively.
weird character quirk that the captain already just randomly goes.
Okay, so my response will mostly be of that. No, unfortunately, I don't have tunnel vision, and I don't really have short-term goals. Kind of just take each day as it is.
Alright.
And whoever annoys me just kind of
Wow.
dies sometimes.
Speaking of summoning
Why did we
mosquitoes.
send the person who actually might end up joining the crew?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, why did you guys do that?
We didn't know.
I'd love to know.
To be fair, we didn't know
I
you were
wouldn't
alive.
join him under contract.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
So, he's like,
I
alright.
just have the best chance
Well,
of lying my way out.
If
That's
you
the fact.
anything
That's
comes
all.
to mind,
That's all.
let me know.
And also, if we had the belt, they would never know it was me.
Of course, of course.
In about a week's time, we'll be making a slight meetup on Fall Climb. After that, we're going to make way for Amataga.
It goes a wine.
Got a little business to take care of there.
Sounds about right.
That's good to me.
Alright. Just one thing.
We should make an alternate reality.
This one thing remains.
You seem to have mostly been on your own as an independent agent.
Yes.
That's how I operate.
In time, we might find use for that.
He's a
But
bard.
for now,
Yes.
I say jump. Ask how high when you're in the air.
Get this though, dude.
Of course.
Like, dude.
Alright.
So jump.
I like this guy.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it off for that episode there.
He's an absolute nutter, and I love him.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Kelton De La Cruz.
What was that order?
Mike Mora.
Micah Grabowski.
Slowly dying.
Bye-bye.
Sayonara.
Been surreal.
I screwed up.
I didn't screw up as bad as he did.